Money in the ghetto. What's good with you? What's good with you, man? We're gonna cook today. We're gonna cook today. We're gonna cook today. Right? The Olympic bronze medalist, the former WBC heavyweight world champion, 5 years, 10 titles successfully defended. The one and only Deontay, the Bronze Bomber Wilder, has the entire boxing world in a frenzy, and he hasn't said a word. Websites, media outlets, everybody wants to know what's going on with the champ. Brothers UK, Muhammad Arif, Quan, Fly High 89, 3 states below, OG Sean the Don, Young World, Stanley Bailey, Stanley Brown, Dahlia Antoinette, peace and blessings to you, Queen. Carl Brown, SS Chicago, 73rd, Keyshawn Johnson, what's good with you, Keyshawn? Will Smith, Clarence McLean, Black Alpha, Gold, Akondo, Sammy Hassan, Michael Johnson, Boston Talk, and more. Sherman Callahan, Stanley Brown, what's good with my peopleizations? Alex Telez, D. Hodges, Chi-Town, what's good with you? Oh, man, I'm missing my people. Man. Chi-Town's finest, Marcus Priest, Donald Favors, Demetrius Hogg, Alex Telez, the real top cat, Adrian Cole, God's greatest, DeAndre Smith, Ahmad is Ahmad, Drink More Water, Kennedy Linda, Seeking Knowledge, Robert Singleton, Track Boy TV, Muggsy 23, Robbie Sanders, D Solo 2009, my brother, Edgar Gandino, Kyle Brown, salute. I am Ill Will. Go subscribe to my brother. I am Ill Will. CMB 100, Big BD, Star City J, Big Jag, DB, South Central LA in the building. Sean Snowden, Loving Down Gaither, as the D, Bigger BX, Bronx on deck. Robert Singleton, salute. Seeking Knowledge, what's good with you, King? Yeah, we in the building. We're going to talk about it today. Smash the like button as you come on in, because they're going to play with the views. They're going to play with the likes. They're going to play with the notifications. This is just what they do. Drewy Hines, Lee Vinny, P. Depps, Big Homie Coop, Ice Cold Gooch, Frank Wright, salute. Thomas Robinson, Geo James Khalil 98, salute. Robert Smith, what's good? Pugilist Nino Brown, salute. The Chosen Kid, what's good with you? 3 states below, my brother. Rico Tucker, salute. Johnny Gotti, Mark Poole, salute. Dion Folks, David Scott III, salute. Mr. 1609 in the building, what's good? Robert B, salute. How you say your name? Bob Itso Way? Man. Fight Night, salute. I hope I said your name right. Merck's son, Pat Gordon, salute. Jen Cano, salute. Chris Graham, salute. What's good, my peoples, man? Smash the like button. As you can see, it jumped up to 156, 162. Then it went down to 130, and it stayed at 130. Broad Tevin, salute. Bentley Odina, salute. Frank Wright, Jamil Allen, what's good, my people? Smash the like button, man. They don't want us to do no numbers here, so let's do it anyway. Let's push it. Underground Asylum, my brother, what's good? In the super chat, he said, Blue, salute, what's good? Salute to you, King. Dark Gable, 831, salute, what's good? So we got the champ, right? Hasn't said a word, but the boxing world is in a frenzy. So makes one wonder, right? I thought he was not the face of boxing. PMD 18, Samuel Dumas, salute. So here's the thing. If Tyson Fury was moving on, if Tyson Fury is moving on, why does everybody care? Muhammad Arif, salute. My brother LaRon Reviews in the building. Go subscribe to my brother LaRon Reviews. Why is it the major topic? Why are media outlets, why are these articles being ran that we cannot get in contact with Deontay Wilder. That's unlike him because we can always get in contact with Deontay Wilder. NMB Memphis Beats 24, salute. D-Man Jr., Gilbert Rodriguez Jr., salute. I Know Boxing Conversation, salute. Chase Moore, salute. DJ Zion Love, salute. Chase Moore said, top boxing channel, homie. Salute to you, King. I appreciate you. It's only the top boxing channel because of you. That's why it's the top boxing channel. Texas Elite, salute. You make it the top boxing channel. So salute to you. Pat yourself on the back, good brother. Don't pat me on the back. It's your doing. So why is it, John Smith, salute? I'm curious to know. I'm seeing all these articles. I'm seeing all these people reaching out to me. I'm seeing all of these media outlets. I'm seeing all these conversations. And if you wanted Tyson Fury to move on anyway, then why do you care? My brother Jupiter B in the building, salute. Zura, salute. Vernon Thompson, salute. My brother Jupiter B, man. See, that's loyalty, man. My brother Jupiter B is here. It don't matter what time I go. It don't matter when I go. It don't matter. Me and him could debate to the end of the day. But my brother always come through showing love. Salute to my brother Jupiter B, man. If there was a way to, elevate without, even more than a wrench, that's what I would do for my brothers. Octavius Murphy, salute. Verano Zorro, salute. Where you been at, Verano Zorro? YGB Deuce, salute. Chris Jett, salute. Arsanis Heatmaker, salute. I hope I said your name right, King. I hope I said your name right. Adewale M, salute. Sherman Callahan, salute. Boxing Dad, what's good? Salute. Yeah, so I'm just curious, right? Macadon 1, Travis Bryant, salute. So I'm just curious, right? My DMs are like overflowing. Everybody's concerned. Everybody's interested. Everybody wants to know. Marvin Davis, salute. The Red, salute. Kai Boog, salute. Sweet Jones, salute. Because my thing is this. If everybody said we don't want to see a trilogy match with Deontay Wilder, we don't want to see a trilogy match with Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury. Deontay Wilder is done. AB, Jay Speller, Shogun 76, Corin Thomas, Star City J, Texas Elite, salute. Deontay Wilder's done. That's it. He lost to Tyson Fury. We're making up excuses for the gloves. Sherman Bray, salute. Moped Mosley, salute. Moped Mosley, where you been at a few days, man? I ain't seen you in a few days. Peace and best to the queen, Dahlia Antoinette. Always showing love. She's a pillar of Blue Blood Sports TV. Keeps me updated on different things people saying about me. She always keep me updated. Gigi Edwards, my brother David Bohannon, salute. Jeremy Hurd, salute. Tay, salute. Right? So I just wanted to tell y'all I appreciate y'all, man. Daily. Phil J 508. Sports Talk with TJ. Salute. Oh, okay. Okay, Moped Mosley. So I just want to let y'all know I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all keep me going, man, because Ishmael Casillas, salute. There's some days I'll be like, man. But then I'll be like, I got to do it for the people. King Vonnie 86, salute. That dude, Chef Curry, salute. I'm telling you, man. Nick Silvio, salute. So I saw Eddie Hearn say, well, Deontay Wilder, his reputation is taking a massive hit. Malik Omar, salute. Kyle Brown, LeVar Cooper, salute. Chilltown Major, salute. Excuse me, guys. Got the hiccups. Damon Wester, salute. Appreciate you, Damon Wester. My brother, man. Salute to y'all. My brother, CB Sports TV, Carl Burrell in the building. And my brother, MREC TV in the building. What's good with you, King? Go subscribe to my brother, MREC TV. Man, Rec, man, listen. You going to a whole new level on this, King. Whole nother level. 2K, 17 videos. Big Zo, salute. Seeking Knowledge, salute. My brother M Rec, man. Go subscribe to my brother M Rec TV, man. David the Real Thomas, salute. So I'm confused, right, as to why everybody is so concerned. If Deontay Wilder is not the face of boxing, if Deontay Wilder is can't box, right? Deontay Wilder is not relevant. Deontay Wilder is done after that loss to Tyson Fury. Deontay Wilder don't have it no more. Deontay Wilder should retire. Deontay Wilder don't want to fight this person, that person. Deontay Wilder. This is all we hear, right? That's all we hear. Peace and blessings to the Queen, Dahlia Internet in the super chat. She said, we love and support you, Blue. We appreciate your hard work, King. Peace and blessings to you, Queen. I appreciate you 1,000%. Victor Tyrone, salute. Anthony Lockhart, salute. Lachad Puma Skills, salute. I hope I'm saying your name right, man. If I'm not saying your name right for all this time, King, please correct me. Anthony Ingram, salute. Mario Foster, salute. Because you a pillar here. And if I'm not saying your name right, bro, please let me know. SS Chicago 73rd, salute. Right, so this is all we hear. Deontay, listen, my peoples. We should have 300 likes. My brother King Vonnie 86 said we got 197 likes, and that don't do it. Because we got 330 people in here. Mr. Shelton, my brother, salute. We got 330 people. How do we only have 197 likes? Now, I know some people are just here to, we understand, but please smash the like button. Mark Wonderlick, salute. B Dollar Hustle, salute. Gary Childress, salute. Harry Jones Jr., salute. Mr. James, Mike Lawson, Lauren Anderson, salute my peoples. Lauren Anderson, man, I ain't see you in a couple of days either, King. Where you been at? Grady Green, what's good with you, King? Grady Green, I ain't see you in a couple of days, man. See, I know when my peopleizations is here and when they're not here, man. Musa Khan, salute. So here's the thing. Alton Green, salute. I'm a little taken back. Stormy B Man, my brother in the super chat, he said, Blue, I took a call yesterday and couldn't get on. Okay. Stormy, I was just going to ask you where you been at, bro, because I sent you the link. Alton Green, salute. My brother, Renee Box Young in the building. What's good with you, Renee? My brother, go subscribe to my brother, Renee Box Young. My brother, Keon, Everything Boxing and Sports. Go subscribe to my brother, Keon, in the building. I'm going to send y'all the link in a little while. If y'all free, I'm going to send y'all the link for sure. Hey, Rec, I got to hit you up, too, because I got something coming down the pipe. So I'm going to hit you up after this, King. David Forster III, OG Eric in St. Louis. What's good? OG Eric in St. Louis. Where you been at, King? Because I ain't see you in a couple of days neither. At least 2 days. At least 2 days, King. Augustine, salute. What's good with you, Augustine? Yeah, I ain't see you in a couple of days, King. Will Magic Man, salute. So I'm confused, right? As to why. Jay Giles, my brother, what's good? I'm confused. Will Magic Man, I ain't see Will Magic Man in a month of days. Cuddy the Barber, Vito Newton, Jay West, salute. Jerron Purtle, salute. Hold on. Somebody had some music playing in the back. know what that's about. AB, salute. My brother, bro Tevin, salute. David Bohannon said 254. That don't cut it, man. We got 400 people here. Let's get the likes up. My brother Big LT in the super chat. He said, Blue Blood, what's good with your king? Salute to you in the super chat. My brother Lauren Anderson in the super chat. He said, Blue, are you going to Texas for the Spence Garcia fight? I'm seriously considering it. No, I can't make it, man. I'm going to take the family to a ski lodge, man, at that time. So I'll be watching in the ski lodge. Lonnie DeCarlo, salute. What's good with you, Lonnie? Where you been at, man? I ain't see you in a month of days either. PLG Ski, salute. My brother Sherman Bray said party at Blue Blood's house. Man, I wish, man. Prince a day, salute. A day. Afiq Day, salute. I should do that, man. I should do you know what? I should do that one day, man. You know what? I'm gonna tell y'all what I'm gonna do. Garfield Hendricks, salute. I'm gonna tell y'all what I'm gonna do. In 2020, the next big fight in 2021. The next big fight in 2021, right? I'm a look to, if you're in the tri-state area, Warren Arbor, salute, right? Or if you could travel, right? I'm gonna set up where we could have. I'm gonna rent out a spot and we're gonna have a fight party there. Daniel Jason, salute. Salute, Daniel Jason. He said new to the channel. Salute to you. That's what I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna have some special guests there to watch the fight with us. What y'all think about that? That's what I'm gonna do. So y'all could all come through and we could chill. The Jughead 77, salute in the super chat. Big up to you, Blue Blood, and my FBA family in the US. That Fury knows he will lose to Wilder in the third fight, hence his desire to avoid it. Salute from the UK. Salute to you, King. Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. Donnie Martin, salute. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. What y'all think about that? I'm going to invite all the people over, man. Yes, sir, D Solo. Yes, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put that together. All the people come through, man. We're going to have a good time. Think I'm gonna do that, man. I think I'm gonna put that together. My peoples, in 2021. Sherman Bray, you and Yonkers. Oh, you a hop, skip, and jump. You right here, man. You right here, Sherman Bray. So I'm expecting you there for sure. Mike Smith, salute. So listen. Xavier Moses, salute. Jerry 216 Robinson, Anthony Maynard, salute. He said coming from my brother said, I'm coming from Albany, Georgia, fam. Oh yeah, come through. We're gonna make it. Oh, listen, I'm setting it up. I'm setting it up. Lord Sweat Real, salute. What's good with you, King? I'm gonna set it up. Diehard Knicks fan since I was swimming in the sack. Salute. Tunnel vision, salute. I'm gonna set it up. So let's get to this boxing, right? Fight night, salute. Combo Breaker 99, salute in the super chat. Consistency like no other. Support, salute to you, King. Appreciate you. Paul Robinson, salute. Dahlia Internet, you out here in New York. Jersey is New York. You out here. You right here. My big brother Jay Good in the building. What's good with you, King? In the super chat. He said, Brother Blue, salute to you, King. It's my bro right there, Jay Good, man. JJ Romano, salute. So let's get into this, right? Tackle Jones, Deshaun Thompson, salute. Houston Wary, salute. Justin Jr. 9962, salute, Justin. Quantum Rob Conversations, salute. So listen, let's get into this. So now I'm confused. Smash the like button. First of all, we should have 400 likes. How many likes we got? Smash that like button. We should have 400 likes. Smash the like button. Let's get the likes up to 400. My peopleization. Trick Nolte, my brother. What's good with you, Trick? Goldie the Max. Salute. Salute to my brother Trick Nolte, man. He be hooking me up with a lot of connections. Andre Griffin, salute. I'm trying to put all of them together too, Trick. I appreciate you. Always, hooking me up like that, man. Salute to my brother Trick Nolte. P Dep, salute. So, yeah, I see all of these different websites. Smash the like button. My brother David Bohannon said we got 309. That don't cut it. Let's get the likes up right now to 400. Determined Quartet. Prince 2 Amir, salute. Get the likes up to 400 right now, man. Let's get the likes up. 400. Boxing Fan 713, salute. So now, like I said, Deontay Wilder lost, and people was calling for him to retire, was they not? Deontay Wilder don't have it no more. They don't want to see a trilogy match. Why do we want to see it? Right? Aisha Taylor, salute. Right? And everybody, TC, salute. Everybody said they didn't want to see a trilogy match with him and Fury. Everybody said that he don't have it no more. Everybody called for Fury and Joshua. Black Mamba, salute. Right? Isn't that what they saying? So now, if the reports is telling you that Tyson Fury is moving on and he's going to fight Anthony Joshua in May, right? XX, Mike XX, salute. Boxing Straight Right, salute. Main Event Mark, salute. Guy Cayman, salute. Then why are you so enamored with Deontay Wilder? I'm going to tell you guys why. See, this is an admission, my peoples. That's what this is. It's an admission. Albert Doherty, salute. See, nobody wanted to give him his roses while he could smell them. You understand? That's why you always want to give him the roses while he could smell them. Hubble Telescope, salute. NBA D Night, salute. Real Talk Live Sports, salute. See, here's the thing. They realize how important he is to the sport. I remember the GOAT, salute. Because if you want to reach out to him, and if your plan is to reach out to him and for say what? If Tyson Fury's moving on, right? Isn't that what you asked for? Isn't that what you asked for? Isn't everybody calling for Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua fight? Right? Healthy hustle, salute. You understand? Kennedy Linda, salute. So here's the thing. They're showing you how important he is into the sport. Right? That's what they're showing you. Taylor for Wealth, salute. They're telling you how important he is to the sport without telling you. Stephen Hopkins, salute. He hasn't said anything. Right? All you hear is Tyson Fury talk. Guess what, people? This is all you hear is Tyson Fury and his team and his people talking from the inside. Gary St. Hill, salute. So this is what happens. You really don't want him to go away. You don't want him to go away. You need him. Charles Royal Ball, salute. You need him. Bumpy Thompson, my brother, salute. You don't want him to go away. Now, guess what? I'm going to give y'all something else. Let's say hypothetically, the case is that Tyson Fury can get out of this trilogy match and he can move on. Let's say that's the case, hypothetically speaking. If you are okay with Tyson Fury doing that and not acknowledging and taking this trilogy match, J.A. salute. Paul Cortez, salute. You should think about this. Deontay Wilder didn't have to give Tyson Fury the first opportunity. Then he offered him the second opportunity, and Tyson Fury walked away from the second opportunity at the immediate rematch. Then Deontay Wilder said, okay, if that's what you want to do, I'll still wait for you. And I gotta stay busy because I'm a professional athlete. So he said, I'll just go ahead and honor my mandatory. Happen to be a guy with a storyline in Dominate Brazil. Then he said, you still not ready? Okay, so then I'll give Luis Ortiz, the boogeyman in the heavyweight division, I'll give him another opportunity. John Patton, salute. Salute to my brother Lauren Anderson in Super Chat. He said, Max Kellerman tried his best to say a third fight is unnecessary. Oh, he said smash the like button. Yes, he didn't try his best. He flat out said it. The third fight is unnecessary. Grant Hovey, salute. Don Morris, salute. Dr. Pablo. This brother said Deontay Wilder is fake. Dr. Pablo Sled, salute. Don Morris said Deontay Wilder is fake. Is he now? Tu Amigo Del Boxio, salute. Is he now? Jay Lee, salute. He's fake, right? Miguel Robles, salute. He's so fake that he gave Tyson Fury an opportunity coming off, got off his couch, get back in shape, gave him an opportunity, an immediate chance at the world title. After that, the fight ended in a draw. Deontay Wilder said, I'll give you another immediate rematch. And Tyson Fury said, nah, I'll wait. Let me go sign with a whole nother promoter and another network in ESPN and Bob Arum. Then I'm going to take 2 tune-up fights in Otto Wallin and Tom Schwartz. And then I'll fight Deontay Wilder. And Deontay Wilder said, okay, no problem. I'll wait for you then. But that's the man that's fake. AJ Johnson, salute. You got your wires mixed up. Avery Black, salute. And so then he said, give me a trilogy match. Immediate trilogy match. And once again, Tyson Fury is saying, well, I don't even want to do that. So now check this out. Fly High 89, salute. So now check this out, right? Deontay Wilder said, I'll fight the man in the division that nobody wants to fight, Luis Ortiz. How come nobody else gave Luis Ortiz the opportunity to this day? Pun intended. Pun intended. Copperhead Outlaw Gunsmoke, salute. Baby G Camacho, salute. Ronald Kemp, salute. Boston Good, salute. To this day, Guillotine Dream, salute. Nobody has given Luis Ortiz an opportunity. Why? Remember the movie Troy? Is there no one else? Is there no one else? No one else want to give him an opportunity, huh? They're supposed to hold a salute. If Wilder let him walk away and get out the contract, then I'm done with him. Wow. Cross 74-35, salute. Wow. 3 states below, my brother in the super chat, Wilder not ducking nobody. He gave Ortiz 2 chances. Give the man his just due, people. Facts. Junior Coolington, 86, salute. My brother, how could you say that you would be done with it? Mr. Pazzo, salute. Sabrina Macklin, peace and blessings to you, Queen. DOG 215, my brother, salute. I'm confused. Right? Scott Birmingham, salute. Steino 12, salute. The brother, we just heard Bob Arum just say Deontay Wilder asked for no date changes. Deontay Wilder asked for no extensions. Deontay Wilder wanted to fight. I wanted to fight, said Bob Arum. Gatorman 39 Damu, salute. What's good with you, King? Dan War 1, salute. Intimius King, salute. Now let's say Randy Caldwell Sr., salute. If the contract did expire, and that's the case, King Senior, salute. That's his team's fault, right? That would be his team around him, surrounding him. And somebody made a mistake, not him. Watcher, salute. And clearly he wants to fight, right? Right? Donnie Martin, salute. So why would you be done with him? Has he done anything to show you otherwise? Black Cam TV, salute. DeMonte Jones, salute. Boston, UK, salute. So everything he's done for the fans, for the people, for the sport of boxing to today, we already ready to walk away from the man. Isn't that amazing? Aaron Parker, Brandon Shamar, salute. So guess what? He wanted to fight Anthony Joshua. Just give y'all a quick reminder. Junteo the Great, salute. Eli Zachary, toss everything, salute. I just want to give y'all a quick reminder. So he tried to make the best fights out there. He wanted to fight Anthony Joshua. They wouldn't do it. So he said, I'm going to give you the next best thing, which was considered the biggest fight already, and who was considered the best heavyweight in the world already after beat Vladimir Klitschko and Tyson Fury. So guess what? Tyson Fury was already considered the best heavyweight in the world. Right? Goldie Boydley, salute. Before Deontay Wilder started making noise, right? Mac Main, artwork, boxing fan 713 in the super chat. Give Wilder a chance. Facts. Salute to you in the super chat. Cardozo 84, salute. But so listen to this, right? Deontay Wilder, prior to him starting his reign, Jordan Maverick, Los Angeles Lakers, salute. Wesley King, salute. Before he started getting on his tear, making a reign in his 5-year span as champion, things of that nature, right? Tay Brown, peace and blessings, queen. Tyson Fury was considered the number 1 heavyweight in the world after he beat Vladimir Klitschko. Was he not? Yes, he was. Right, my people? Eric, smash the like button. Get the likes up. We should have 500 likes, man. We got 540 people. We should have 540 likes. Smash the like button. Eric, salute to you, King. Get the likes up, because I know them likes are still hovering around 300 and something likes. So smash the like button. Let's get the likes to 500. Get the likes to 500. Crack World, salute. So now let's just go back to memory lane. Tyson Fury was the best heavyweight in the world. He tried to fight Anthony Joshua. Tyson Fury went on a hiatus. Remember, Tyson Fury got in the ring with Deontay Wilder and they was face to face and they was building the fight. And then Tyson Fury went on a hiatus. Right? Melfi Cruz, salute. Right? Okay, so then he tried to fight. The next best thing was Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua decided not to fight him. Point blank and period. We don't have to go through the history of that. We know the man didn't want to fight him. At least his team didn't want to fight. You see how eager they are to make the fight with Tyson Fury? Why weren't they this eager to make the fight with Deontay Wilder? AMG2, salute. Hard Body J. Timo, my brother, salute. Scott Birmingham, Lloyd Lawrence, UK, salute. Renzo CF, salute. My brother David Bohannon said 416. That don't cut it. Get the likes to 500. Stephen Hopkins, salute. So now let's think about this, right? So Anthony Joshua was the next best thing. He tried to fight Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua did not want to fight him. Tim Chapman, salute. So where was the same eagerness? Where was the same drive to make the fight with Deontay Wilder like they trying to do right now with Tyson Fury? They have a 2-fight deal in place right now. A 2-fight deal, and they don't even know what the future holds for them yet. EJ Love, salute. They don't even know what the future holds for them yet. Why didn't they couldn't make a 2-fight deal, multi-fight deal with Deontay Wilder? Corey G, salute. They couldn't do that, huh? That was undoable. Okay, so then he said, okay, well, Tyson Fury is back in the picture, so I'll fight the best. I'm going to skip over the second best. I'm going to go to the best option because he can't count himself. He can't fight himself. So 1 and 2 in his eyes, in his view, have to be Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua because he can't fight himself. That's for us to view him as number 1, Fury as 2, and Joshua as 3, or whatever order you so choose to put him in. He can't do that. So he only see 1 and 2. 1 and 2 is Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua. He tried to make the Joshua fight, and Joshua didn't want to make the fight. He wasn't this eager like he is with Tyson Fury to make the fight with Deontay Wilder. We know this. Quado Williams, salute. Salute to my brother DOG215 in the super chat. Don't forget the 50-50 split is a non-issue now. Oh, yeah, for sure. Mo 2013, salute. Mr. Pazzo, salute. So now let's look at it from this standpoint, right? Smash the like button. Let's get the likes to 500. King Beef 79, salute. Sugarland 77, 478, salute. So now let's look at this from this standpoint. So then he went to the next best option, which is the best option, which was Tyson Fury. Because Tyson Fury was seen as the best fighter, the best heavyweight in the world. And guess what? Fastlane Jones, salute. Guess what? If it wasn't for Tyson Fury vacating his belts, Anthony Joshua wouldn't have been the champion. He still wouldn't be a champion today. Jay, everything, salute. Why? Because he would have had to go through Tyson Fury to get those belts. Those belts that Charles Martin held, those belts that Joseph Parker held, all those belts that the vacant belt he fought Vladimir Klitschko for, those belts would not be in existence if Tyson Fury didn't vacate the belts. So essentially, he said, let me fight the best heavyweight in the world. He can't include himself because he can't fight himself. So he said, 88 Sports Store, salute. So he said, let me fight the best heavyweight in the world. And Tyson Fury. And then the fight ended in a draw. He said, okay, they made up excuses and they said, give me the rematch immediately. And Tyson Fury said, no, not Deontay Wilder. Tyson Fury said no. Not Deontay Wilder. Then they signed, they being Eddie Hearn, Matchroom, Sky Sports, right? Jules J, salute. They signed Luis King Kong Ortiz and promised him a fight with Joshua and they never gave it to him. Jermaine Durant, salute. They never gave him the opportunity. Never gave it to him. Nobody gives him the opportunity. Still today. Salam Amuzu, salute. Still today. Boston and Barbecue, salute. Nobody gives Luis Ortiz the opportunity. So Deontay Wilder gave him the opportunity. Said, listen, I'm going to give him the opportunity. And then guess what? He signed on the dotted line to fight Luis Ortiz. And then Luis Ortiz tested positive. C10 salute. And they had to be pulled from the fight. So then guess what Deontay Wilder did? I know Boston Conversation, salute. So guess what he did at that point in time? Guess what he did, my peoples? Everybody started to say, well, who are you going to fight on the short notice? He'll never fight a guy like Gerald Washington on short notice. He'll never fight a guy like Gerald Washington on short notice. Nathaniel Weber, salute. PGH Big Dog, salute. Reg Lowe, salute. He'll never fight a guy like Gerald Washington who's big, strong, young, and strappy on a short notice. Alfred Yasharala, salute. David DeReal Thomas, salute. Isn't that what everybody said? Oh, y'all forgot about that, right? I didn't. That's all those other outlets that want you to forget about it. I didn't. They told you he won't fight a guy like Gerald Washington on short notice. So guess what he did? He fought Gerald Washington on short notice when Luis Ortiz was pulled from the fight. Knocked out Gerald Washington. Joseph Parker sitting ringside. Uh-oh. Joseph Parker was sitting right ringside, wasn't he not? And Joseph Parker was talking about a unification bout. Joseph Parker even went in the back locker room. And then what happened? Joseph Parker said, nah. He watched that knockout. He said, no. I'll take my chances. And I love Joseph Parker. Great dude. Great guy. But Joseph Parker said, no, I'll take my chances with Anthony Joshua. I like my chances with Joshua more so than I'll do with Wilder. So that's the route I'm going. Matrix Theory, salute. Don't forget Joseph Parker was sitting ringside. Guy came and salute. Joseph Parker was sitting ringside for a unification bout, but he decided to go the route of giving Anthony Joshua opportunity because he liked his chances better with Anthony Joshua than he did with Deontay Wilder. So that's why he never unified. Right? So he said, okay, well then guess what I'll do? I'll go revisit Luis Ortiz again. Now he ain't have to revisit Luis Ortiz, my peopleizations. Chris Ray, salute. Omatunde Gabriel, salute. He didn't have to revisit Luis Ortiz, the boogeyman in the heavyweight division. Why would you do such a thing if you're not asked to? He's not a mandatory challenger. Why would you go look for the boogeyman? Joshua Contractual, salute. What are you looking for the boogeyman for? When you look for the boogeyman, you find him, right? You go away from the boogeyman. You don't go to the boogeyman, right? So what did he do? He go to the boogeyman. He had a reason to say, I'll never fight Ortiz. But guess what he did? Fought Ortiz. Ortiz had a successful 7th round. And everybody then said, oh, well, the referee helped him, Ortiz in the second. He knocked out Ortiz in the 10th round. And then they said, oh, well, Ortiz, he should have been knocked out. The referee should have waved it off in the 7th round. So Deontay Wilder said, okay. Let me go ahead and fight Tyson Fury, the best heavyweight in the world. After I knocked out the boogeyman. Fought to a draw. Tyson Fury says, he arguably should have knocked out Tyson Fury, right? Even the referee, Jack Reese, said that should have been, I gave him the benefit of the doubt because he was an ex-champion. Is what he said. He gave he gave Tyson Fury the benefit of the doubt because he was an ex-champion, is what he said. And then Jack Reese said, I thought Deontay Wilder won the first fight. He's the third man in the ring. He said, I thought Deontay Wilder landed the more significant punches. I thought he won the fight. I thought he clearly won the fight, is what Jack Reese had to say. So then Deontay Wilder said, okay, so let's do an immediate rematch, Tyson Fury. And then Tyson Fury said, no, I'm going in a different direction. Give me Tom Schwartz, Otto Wallin. I'm going to fight on ESPN with top-ranking Bob Arum. See you later. Deal was already done. All he was waiting for Tyson Fury to sign for the immediate rematch. The fight was supposed to take place May 18th of 2019, or 2018, excuse me. So then Tyson Fury said, I'm going in a different direction. Deontay Wilder said, okay, no problem. Then I'll fight my mandatory in dominant Brazil. And then Tyson Fury said, but I want 2 tune-up fights before I fight you again. Then Deontay Wilder said, okay, well, guess what? I'm going to fight the boogeyman again. And then you had guys like Sugar Ray Leonard. You had guys like Bernard Hopkins, Andre Ward. You had all these greats, legends, guys that boxing knowledges. They said, why is he fighting Luis Ortiz again when he don't have to? And you got the Tyson Fury looming. Meanwhile, Tyson Fury was fighting Otto Wallin and Tom Schwartz. He fought Luis Ortiz again, the boogeyman. The 2 only major fights in Luis Ortiz in his career are Deontay Wilder. Well, he did fight Brian Jennings, right? But Deontay Wilder, and he fought Brian Jennings and Malik Scott. Still can't get an opportunity. Until this day, he's been knocked out twice by Deontay Wilder, and Luis Ortiz still can't get a big fight. He still can't get a big fight. Oh, my brother Curry here. I didn't even see Curry there. Salute to my brother Kurt Anderson, a.k.a. Kurt Sugar, a.k.a. the historian, my brother, my co-host. What's good with you, Kurt?
Hey, Blue, I'm just chilling, man. Count down the days, man. What's going on, chat, everybody? I know you guys anticipating a big fight on Saturday, but before we start, I want to shout out Trick Nolte, man. Trick Nolte is a boxing dude through and through. I'm shouting him out, Blue, in chat because I talk to a lot of fighters behind the scenes. We supposed to get a big time heavyweight on. We're still working out the kinks. I'll tell you who it is, Blue, behind the scenes, but fighters like Kevin Kelly and Omar Shika, and yeah, he's a good dude. Nate Campbell and who else? Chris Bird, and I done talked to so many fighters, man. Jesse James Leha, because of Trick Nolte. He's the guy that's putting a bridge between the YouTube LDBC and the fighters. So you forge relationship with these fighters, and I'm trying to get some of these guys on the show because some of them are shy, but Chris Bird would love to be on the show because they don't want to be forgotten. So a big shout out to Trick Nolte, and Trick knows boxing. Trick has a boxing mind. He goes back. So because I talk to Trick a lot behind the scenes, so big ups to Trick Nolte. Blue, what's good with you, brother?
Nothing, man. Just chopping it up. I saw. So hold on one second. Lamar Davis saluting the super chat. People still want him to fight Alexander like he didn't get caught on the juice as well. That's a fact. Yeah, Kurt. I was just salute to my brother Box Conversation, Reggie Owens too. Salute. Go subscribe to my brother Box Conversation, Reggie Owens too. Richie, salute. So yeah, Kurt. So I saw a lot of articles today, major articles. Oh, we can't get in contact with Deontay Wilder. They're running articles because they can't get in contact with him. And it's unlike that. They usually have a line of communication with him, and he's not answering the phone for them. We need to know what's going on with him. Tito Shatanda, salute. Cheryl Holiday, salute. And so my thing is this. Isn't it what they asked for, Kurt? Didn't they ask for they don't want to see the trilogy match? Didn't they say he should retire? Didn't they say he don't got it no more? It's over for him. So why are all these major websites, networks, and platforms looking for him? Mo Your Soul, salute. If you wanted him to go away, his silence, One Main TV, salute. Isn't his silence equivalent to him going away? He hasn't spoken since the fight. Ernie Martinez, salute. But everybody's so concerned. Well, Tyson Fury said he's moving on. It's like they in a frenzy, right? They panicking. They're like, oh, we can't get him, man. What's going on with him? Well, if you wanted him to go away, shouldn't you be happy? Shouldn't you be in the place of, oh, well, that's it. Now we're going to get Joshua and Fury. You should be looking forward to that. But Paul Robinson, salute. But in return, no, everybody's looking for him. His silence is speaking volumes. You got guys in the UK, man. These, and I so want to get, hey, and I'm gonna tell y'all this, man. Everybody in the chat, tell Johnny Nelson to come on Blue Blood Sports TV. My brother Bitch, B Megastar, salute. Everybody go to Johnny Nelson, his Instagram, his social media platforms. Everywhere you see Johnny Nelson, tell Johnny Nelson to come on Blue Blood Sports TV. Anywhere you see him, tell him. Jason Meza, salute. I want y'all, Sylvester Solomon 2011, salute. I want y'all to, everywhere y'all see Johnny Nelson, say, hey, go on Blue Blood Sports TV. Bruce Lee, salute. Everybody tell him that. You know, it just amazes me, right? It's like, it just goes to show just how much he means to the sport of boxing. See, you don't really want him to go away because he brings excitement. There's nobody else bringing these knockouts to the sport of boxing. Nobody's bringing this excitement. Nobody. And so they truly know and understand that they miss it. So I was breaking this down. I'll just finish breaking this down real quick, Kurt. As I was breaking this down, Jafari Caesar, salute. And because, you know, I wanted to say that Deontay Wilder, then he went on to, you know, fight Luis Ortiz in the second fight. And you had everybody saying, why is he giving Luis Ortiz a rematch? For what? He don't have to take that fight. While Tyson Fury was taking tune-up fights. Literally against guys you didn't know. TS Sims 7, salute. Yes, sir, Jafari Caesar. Tell him I'll send him a link right now. In the UK, it's about 10 o'clock at night. Tell him I'll send him a link right now. Fetty Chico, salute. I'll send Johnny Nelson a link right now. RKC, salute. Tell him to come on right now. I'll send him a link right now. Chopper Mafia, salute. I'll send him a link right now. So anyway, Kurt, you know, so he gave us the fights that we wanted to see. People forget, Kurt, that Tyson Fury was considered the best heavyweight in the world before he went on his hiatus. He was the best heavyweight in the world. He went on his hiatus after beating Vladimir Klitschko. Deontay Wilder gave him the opportunity. Steel City Luke, salute. So what I was saying, Kurt, even if there was a mishap, even if there was a miss, and I'm hypothetically speaking because I don't know, but if there was a miss in the contract, if they missed the date, it expired, whatever, so may be the case, right? Whatever the case may be, right? Why would Tyson Fury be so eager to walk away from him? Now, we understand what's at stake, but Deontay Wilder waited for him twice, right, Kurt? Remember, after he waited for him the first time, because before the first fight, remember Tyson Fury got in the ring and they built up the fight? And that fight was supposed to take place. Smash the like button, man. Let's get the likes to 550. Get the likes up to 550. Franco Barry, salute. Cole Younger, salute. Get the likes to 550. Let's get the likes up to 550. Yeah, tell Tony Bellew to come on the show too. Tony Bellew and what's his name? Johnny Nelson. Send both of them the link. I'll send both of them a link right now. Chopper Mafia, salute. I'll send both of them a link right now. Tell them to come on. Both of them. So my thing is this, right? Deontay Wilder, then Tyson Fury was brewing as the best fight in heavyweight. Then Tyson Fury went on his hiatus. Then he tried to fight Anthony Joshua. Joshua didn't want it. Hey, Kurt, where was all the energy? Where was all of this eagerness to make the fight with Deontay Wilder like they're so eager to make this fight with Tyson Fury? Now, Kurt, we both understand what's at stake in the UK, right? For UK soil. Craig Baker, woke, salute. We understand what's at stake. B Seminole, salute for this UK. This, you know, it's historic, right? To break, it's groundbreaking. Daniel Pena, salute. in the UK. It's groundbreaking to have it. Main event Mark, my brother, salute. Mia, salute. Life, love, salute. It's groundbreaking for this fight. And I understand that. But if it was about undisputed, before Tyson Fury even, Deontay Wilder resurrected Tyson Fury, Kurt. He resurrected Tyson Fury. So where was all this eagerness? Where was all of this this rush to make this fight with Tyson like they want because it's undisputed? Jagiel TV, salute. It just goes to show they didn't want to make the fight with Joshua and Wilder. They didn't want it. Asked for $50 million. He gave him $50 million. They kept moving the goalposts. Carlos T, salute. Malik Bauer, salute. Dean Todd, salute. They kept moving the goalposts. So then he said, okay, well, give me the best option in boxing, and Tyson Fury resurrected him. Gave Tyson Fury the fight. They fought to a draw. After that, he said, give me an immediate rematch. That immediate rematch was supposed to take place May 18th. Immediately. But Tyson Fury pulled out. Tyson Fury pulled out. And Tyson, Rampage Jackson, salute. Tyson Fury decided the fight was all they was waiting for was Tyson Fury's signature. That's the only thing they was waiting for the immediate rematch after the draw. Mr. Kaboom, salute. That's all they was waiting for. Tyson Fury decided to pull away and say, no, I'm going to need 2 tune-ups. I'm going to sign with a whole different network and a whole different promotional company. Deontay Wilder still said, okay, I'll wait for you. Le'Veon Brooks, salute. He didn't say, I'm moving on from the Tyson Fury fight. I'm moving on from this saga. I'm moving on. I don't want it, none of it. He said, okay, well, I'll fight Dominic Brazil in the meantime. Then Tyson Fury said, well, I'm going to have 2 tune-ups. Then he said, okay, I'll fight Dominic Brazil. Then I'll give the boogeyman in the division another opportunity in a rematch. Le'Veon Brooks, salute. And people were saying, for what? Then he said, give me Tyson Fury. See, people forget the lineup that he went through, Kurt. They forget the lineup. Mr. Smith, salute. Mr. Anthony A. Graham Sr., salute. Kurt, he fought. Let's just look at this, Kurt. He fought Luis Ortiz, Tyson Fury, Dominic Brazil, Luis Ortiz, and Tyson Fury. He fought the top, because he can't include himself, right, Kurt? He can't fight himself. So the top 3 heavyweights in the world are Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury, and Luis Ortiz at that time, right? So he fought 2 out of the top 3 heavyweights in the world twice in that span of time. But people are saying, I'm done with him if he don't fight Tyson Fury in the trilogy. If he let this slip away. MZ Talks Boxing, salute. Alex Kane, salute. What you think, Kurt? Am I right or am I wrong?
That's a good point. Nobody talks about that. He went through a gauntlet. What was Brazil record? 20-1 with 17 knockouts, something like that. I'm just guessing.
Yeah. I think it was something like that. The only loss he had was to Joshua.
Right. It's something like that.
And that was a grudge match too, Kurt. Don't forget.
It sure was. That I loved it. It sure was. It was a good old grudge match, which Wilder came out on top, a knockout of the year. Big fights he made happen, by fighting Fury twice. And like you said, he didn't have to give Ortiz a chance the first time. Then gave him another chance, and because he wanted Ortiz to get a payday. That's something that people overlook. He was just being really, really nice. He didn't have to do that. And fighters done did that in the past. They can't get no fights, Blue. So the guy that can't get no fights, the A-level guy will say, I'll give you a fight. I don't have to do it, but I'm going to do it out the kindness of my heart. He feels he deserves another chance. And he gave him another chance. Fury and Joshua and the other heavyweights, they was ducking Ortiz. And now that was a duck because they was freezing him out. They was trying to age him out. And I still don't know if they would have fought him or not. So Ortiz was relegated and fighting average competition. He still can't get a fight. He got a fight coming up early November, and he's fighting another average heavyweight or below average heavyweight. That was Wilder's that gave him a shot twice. And then you see how easy the Wilder and Fury fight was made. So you have to give Wilder a lot of credit when he fought Fury twice, Ortiz in Brazil. where people was down on him because of the lack of competition. But the heavyweight division was top heavy. You only had like 4 or 5 heavyweights, and the rest was average. So you give Wilder credit. So that's a very good point you brought up. And sometimes, man, boxing, I always said it's so compelling. It makes idiot out of people, man, and biases, and they blame Deontay Wilder, but what Wilder, and I'm gonna keep it 100% truth. Sometimes I don't like the way his team move him, and he deserves better. But Wilder been a champion for 5 years. He took on people, who he didn't have to fight. He took on Fury. Okay, he lost, but you don't write him off because he lost. I mean, if that's the case, then you could have wrote Ali off when he lost to Frazier, or Joe Louis when he lost to Max Mellon. Let's see what happens if he come back. But I don't know if he ever is going to get a Fury fight now, because the worst thing for Wilder, he lost to Fury. Fury got an excuse that, hey, I beat the guy. I'm going on to greener pastures. And, it's a juicy fight, because we talk how Joshua and Fury is going to be a massive fight in England. They got me saying the word massive. So, Wilder's going to get left out in the cold. Now he got to go seek an opponent, and he can't fight nobody now because he's such on a high level. Who's the winner between Chisora and Usyk, Andy Ruiz, somebody like that.
Mm-hmm. And that's the thing, right, Kurt? You see how when you said he gave guys opportunity that he didn't have to give, right? And again, Kurt, why does it get overlooked that Tyson Fury was considered the best heavyweight in the world before Deontay was building up, as he was starting to build up the momentum, right? Remember, after he beat Klitschko, he was the best heavyweight in the world. He vacated those belts. Anthony Joshua, to this day, pun intended, would not be a champion because he would have had to go through either Wilder or Fury. If Fury never vacated those belts and never went on a hiatus, Joshua never has a belt unless he beats one of them. And so people confuse it. He has one loss, and to me, it has an asterisk by it. But he has one loss on his resume to arguably the best heavyweight in the world. But Joshua has a loss to a guy that wasn't even in the top 10. Like, how does people overlook that? Joshua lost to a guy that wasn't in the top 10. And this is no slight to Andy Ruiz, because I love Andy Ruiz. Great guy. And he has all the skill sets. It's just about his dedication. But Joshua lost to a guy that was not in the top 10. He was stopped by a guy that was not in the top 10. Chopper Mafia, Mr. De Niro, RKC, salute. Right? Deontay Wilder lost to the best heavyweight in the world. But that gets overlooked. He gave the best, he resurrected the best heavyweight in the world, and then gave him 2 opportunities, and then gave the boogeyman in the division that even Joshua didn't want to fight, Andy Ruiz, 2 fights for no reason. Just to please the fans and fight the best, to bolster his legacy and to please the fans. He fought a guy in the boogeyman in the heavyweight division that nobody wanted to fight. And still to this day, like you said, Kurt, he can't get a fight. These dudes they'll recycle fighters before they give him an opportunity. They'll recycle fighters before they give him an opportunity. Alexander Usyk is getting ready to fight Derek Chisora, and this is no slight to Derek Chisora because I love Derek Chisora. I think he's a boxer's boxer. I think Derek Chisora is a boxer's boxer, right? Derek Chisora is what you want a boxer to look like. He gonna fight any and everybody, right? Smash the like button. We should have 600 likes. Smash the like button. Get the likes to 600. Star 9 BBG salute, right? Right, Kurt? So salute to my brother Trick Nolte in the super chat. He said, peace to the chat, Blue and Kurt, the tri-state dynamic duo. Much love to y'all. One of my baby mamas let me use their food stamp card to super chat, y'all.
Trick, you crazy, Trick. Trick is a character. I'm telling you, man. This dude knows boxing, plus he's funny.
Oh man, lifetime Eon TR salute. So Kurt, Deontay Wilder gave these dudes the opportunity, right? He didn't have to do that, but this is what he do, and this is what he get in return for pleasing the fans. So this is what you ask for. Hey, we want the best to fight the best. Why is like I said, I love Derek Chisora, right? Derek Chisora is going to fight Usyk. Why isn't Usyk? Because this is his second fight at heavyweight. Why Usyk is not fighting Luis Ortiz? Why is he not fighting Ortiz? Dillian White fought Alexander Povetkin. Now we know the rest was history, right? Mr. Real Spill Johnson, salute. Squabble 1407, salute. Eric Ocasio, salute. We know the history, right? Smash the like button. Get the likes to 600. We should have 600 likes right now, right? Smash the like button. Donate to the channel. Support the grind, right? Dillian White, we know what happened, right? But at the end of the day, right? Why is Dillian White? Why is Ortiz not fighting these guys? Why is Joseph Parker not fighting Slim Jim 314? Salute. Why is Joseph Parker, Benny Perkins? Salute. Why is Joseph Parker not fighting Luis Ortiz? Kurt, go ahead, man. Somebody playing music in my background. Go ahead, Kurt.
Well, Ortiz is getting frozen out, man. It's very sad. He may never get a big fight again. And you're right. Usyk should be fighting Ortiz. That's a very intriguing matchup. Dylan White should be fighting Ortiz. That's another intriguing matchup. You know, so it's the proverbial, you know, we're going to freeze you out. And if that's not a duck, then I don't know what is. I always felt that Ortiz has the potential on any night to beat any heavyweight. I still say Tyson Fury is the best heavyweight right now. Being 6'9" and athletic. Go fighter, Tyson Fury. But certain fighters move funny outside the ring. But I knew that the Fury and Joshua fight was going to take place. I saw that coming a mile away. When I start hearing things about, you know, they might not be no fight, because I talked to certain referees behind the scenes, and they fill me on the inside stories. And I said that fight is too big to pass up. And Fury, you know, just say, hey, I'm going to leave Wilder in the cold and Joshua because it's too juicy of a fight. When the last time you seen two Brits fight for the heavyweight championship title? A fight of that magnitude. And I'm going to tell you something. If they put that fight at Wembley Stadium, hypothetically speaking, that fight would do 100,000 people easy. Easy.
Yeah, for sure.
Groves and okay, I'm sorry.
No. Rubes Dubes, salute. New Fat Boy Fitness, salute. Prime Minister, salute. Mr. Anthony A. Graham, Senior, salute in the super chat. Mass Arms, salute. Go ahead, Kurt.
Groves and Frock did 80 to 90,000 easy, and that's nowhere near Joshua and Fury. So, but the worst thing was Wilder losing to Fury is now not in the ring but out the ring because he might not get that trilogy. I just don't like how Wilder being treated. You know, this was before the Fury rivalry. You know, certain things that I know that took place, man, they treated him like a redhead stepchild. I ain't saying no names or nothing, but you know, Blue know what I'm referring to. That's boxing politics 101. It could be very nasty. That's why I root for the fighter. You know, that's why I tell all fighters get as much money as you can, because you love boxing, but that don't mean boxing loves you.
That's a fact, man. It's just the sport itself don't appreciate what he did for the sport. It does not appreciate it. The money he generates. That's
why.
Go ahead, Kurt.
That's why I bring up Mayweather name a lot, because I've never seen a fighter of my 7 years of watching boxing dominate boxing inside and outside the ring like he has. He controlled everything. He had his hand in everything, his business. I mean, he came, he saw, he conquered. That's why it's a fighter like him. I never seen, a fighter that have his hands in everything. Even when he was finished fighting, this is a funny story. Canelo was fighting in Vegas, and they had that big old advertisement of Mayweather draped over the building, and Canelo wanted removed because it still had Mayweather all over the city. His paws, his hands, and
it's still there right now.
It's still there.
It's still there right now.
And that's on purpose, and he always said, I'm going to retire from boxing. I'm not going to let boxing retire me. He won. I've never seen a fighter had that much control. So I'm for the fighter because it's been a lot of horror stories about fighters going broke, getting cheated. Remember something, Blue? Tim Witherspoon was a very good heavyweight who I talked to, who almost became, he was champion, but almost beat Larry Holmes, had Larry Holmes out in the 9th round. At one fight, Don King took 85% of his purse. 85%. And that's bad. I mean, for the fighter, it's terrible. Roberto Benitez, his boxing pension, he get $200 a month. And Benitez is like really, really sick. He's in bad shape. His sister take care of him. Yeah, he get $200 a month for his boxing. Everything he's done for the sport of boxing, the youngest world champion in the history of boxing at the age of 17. That's what he got the show for, which is very, very sad.
Pugilist Shiznit, salute. What's good with you, King? Yeah, the sport don't love him, and that's why we here, right? Because the sport, Dustin John Marty, salute. King Knapp, salute. Terrence Bailey Sr., my brother, what's good with you, King? Salute. Young High Five, Lazard, Crab, Lara, salute. Yeah, that's the problem, Kurt. In the sport, man. The sport don't love him. Chopper Mafia, salute in the super chat. Appreciate you, King. Corey McGowan, salute in the super chat. He said, peace to the Titans. Salute to you, King. Appreciate you. Smash the like button. Let's get the likes to 650 right now. Get the likes up to 650, my peoples. Big Dose, 513, salute. That's the problem, Kurt. The sport of boxing don't love him. So that's why people don't understand. Look what he did for the sport. Dre 327, salute. It's like the dude is, people forget he didn't have to fight Ortiz, who tested positive. He could have walked away. Alexander Povetkin, he went to Russia. He tested positive. Like, these are the things that people don't realize. He said, I'll fight Dillian White. Dillian White had nothing to do with him and Anthony Joshua. Nothing. Eddie Hearn brought up Dillian White as a roadblock to say, hey, put Dillian White there so you get past Dillian White. So he said, okay, I'll fight Dillian White as long as you put Anthony Joshua on the back end. And Eddie Hearn said, nope, it's not fair to Anthony Joshua or Dillian White. That's what Eddie Hearn said on the record. That's what he said on the record. It's not fair to Anthony Joshua to put him in a contract with Dillian White fight. But right now, he has him in the contract, and Anthony Joshua has a fight set in fourth. He said that twice, Kurt. He said when Deontay Wilder wanted to fight him after that, he said, well, when Andy Ruiz is going to fight, it's not fair to Anthony Joshua to put Deontay Wilder in the contract or to make a deal to have a fight set already before he gets past Jarrell Miller, because that was Big Baby Miller before he was pulled from the fight and replaced with Andy Ruiz. When he was replaced with Andy Ruiz, Deontay Wilder still said, okay, let's make a deal. Let's get a deal done after he get past Andy Ruiz. Let's make it happen. And they said it wasn't fair to Andy Ruiz or Anthony Joshua because he had to focus on Andy Ruiz. So how could you make a 2-fight deal right now with Tyson Fury and you got Kubrat Pulev that you got to fight? Because guess what? Kubrat Pulev, at least he's the mandatory challenger for the IBF strap. Andy Ruiz wasn't even in the top 10. So you have more respect for Andy Ruiz, who wasn't in the top 10, and we know the rest was history because he upset the apple cart, right? One of the biggest upsets in the history of sport of boxing. But Andy Ruiz was not in the top 10, Kurt. But you can have a 2-fight deal with Tyson Fury, and you got Kubrat Pulev sitting right there, who only has 1 loss, just like Andy Ruiz did. But at least Kubrat Pulev lost to Klitschko. Andy Ruiz lost to Joseph Parker. So if y'all don't understand this, don't add up. It should add up and tell y'all everything y'all need to know. I always say this. It's not the belts. It's the man holding the belts. Salute to DOG 215, my brother in Super Chat. UK don't deserve it. They ain't showing T.O. or Tank's fights on TV. They aren't for real boxing. They ain't for real about boxing. Let them suffer no more. No unifications there. Salute my brother DOG 215, man. He going to work on this whole situation. Lawrence RBE, salute my brother, salute. In the Super Chat, he said Tay Jones made the case that AJ versus Fury won't happen before Fury versus D-Dub due to the contract. Regardless, should D-Dub get his belts back, I hope he throws it in the garbage. Lawrence RBE, my thing with that is that here's the thing. And I'm going to tell you guys this. Since when has Tyson Fury cared about the rules? That's what's being absent in this entire equation. Tyson Fury pulled out of Deontay Wilder immediate rematch already. We saw this movie before. Tyson Fury pulled out the immediate rematch with Vladimir Klitschko. We saw this movie before. Tyson Fury denounced his boxing license in the UK, and now he's going to pick it back up after UCAD allegedly was going to launch a fresh investigation. Right? Tyson Fury moves to the beat of his own drum. That's what needs to be notified here. That's what needs to be understood. If Tyson Fury could find a loophole in any situation, he's going to use it. He's going to jump through the loophole. Peace of us to the Queen Dahlia Antoinette in the Super Chat. She said, Blue, who you and Kurt got for Saturday, Teofimo or Loma? I got Teofimo Lopez winning. Kurt is going to make his prediction officially tomorrow in the last half hour of the show tomorrow. He's going to take over the show, and he's going to make his prediction. He's going to break it down as to why and everything. Ernest Harvin, salute. J.A. Dixon, salute. Josiah Matthews, salute. Mazzy Shakar, salute. I got Teofimo Lopez. I just think that too big, too athletic, too strong. You know, I just can't see what all of the stuff that Lomachenko does, and I just can't see that being effective against Lopez. And I could be extremely wrong. Extremely wrong. But back to Tyson Fury, right? So Tyson Fury, like when does he follow the rules? That he has to say, well, I have this contract in place, so I need to follow it. That's not the case. That's not the case. And another thing that's being missing in this equation is that the money that's involved in the UK for this fight, for this undisputed match in the UK for Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua, Spider Murphy, salute. They already petitioned the government in the UK. Kurt, did you see that?
Yes.
They asked the government in the UK for money. Kurt?
Yep.
You guys understand the sport of boxing. There's a loophole in every single contract. Cedric Battle, salute. There's always a way out. There's always a way out.
Plus, Blue.
Go ahead, Kurt.
A lot of people be in on stuff. You could call it conspiracy. You can call it many things. And Wilder's the victim here. He's the stoolie. And I'm going to tell you why. It's just like President Kennedy being assassinated and Lee Harvey Oswald was the stoolie. Fury can make the Wilder fight if he wants to, regardless if the contract is expired or not, because Wilder's on board. But it's just like him seeing Joshua, the presence of Joshua and UK, everything, it works for him. That's what he's looking his chops, because it's such a huge fight with a lot of money and people's going to have their hand out. And they figured that Joshua is the new Fury versus Wilder, if everybody know what I mean. It's the new sexy, hot fight. I haven't fought Joshua. We're natural rivals. You have a black fighter, white fighter in the UK. It works. Wilder been there, done that. That's Fury's attitude. Like you said, he dances to his own music. You know, you never know what he's going to do, but you know, his attitude is like out with the old and with the new. If I knock out Joshua, beat Joshua, maybe, just maybe, I'll go see Wilder again. But I'm not rushing to see him. And December 5th, Fury's fighting, and December 12th, Joshua's fighting. Now I'm gonna ask the chat: is that by coincidence or not? If you understand how the business works and you can see a big money fight ahead, then that's what's going to be. I remember me and my friends was watching Oscar De La Hoya fight a German fighter by the name of Felix Sturm. Felix Sturm clearly,
this wasn't even close.
It wasn't, Blue. He
Wasn't even
had
close.
that jab, that Sturm jab had De La Hoya head like a bobbing doll. And he outboxed the bejabbers out of De La Hoya. But because De La Hoya and Hopkins were scheduled to fight, money talks. Sometimes, regardless what happens, and it's all about money, especially in boxing and in life, we cannot afford to mess up this fight. So we're gonna, have the De La Hoya Hopkins fight. If I'm not mistaken, didn't Hopkins fight on the undercard?
I don't remember, but no, I think it was a split. Was it like a split fight?
Anybody?
I think it was like
my memory.
I think it was like a split fight, right? They fought on the same night, but different.
Okay, because I
think it was something like that.
I thought Hopkins fought on the under. Okay,
they definitely was building that fight, though.
Exactly, that's my whole point, and that's how boxing works. That sometimes a fight so juicy, and when you have tens and tens of millions of dollars, people got their hand out. Everybody gets paid. That's how it works. That's why Mayweather and Pacquiao was made. They weren't going to let that fight go away. They was going to fight, even if they had to force them. A lot of people got paid. Al Heyman, all his investors got paid. Everybody looked good. McGregor, it turned out to be a joke when he first mentioned Mayweather name, but I underestimated that. And I was like, he just blowing smoke. And then I'm like, wait a minute. Then I start putting two and two together. The UFC crowd meets the boxing crowd. McGregor is popular, Mayweather. And that fight made a lot of money. And Mayweather used Ali's model because Ali did the same thing in 1976. He did the same thing when he fought a wrestler by the name of Antonio Inoki. Ali got $6 million. That was 1976. 1.4 billion people saw that. So Mayweather is not the first to do it. Anything that makes money, they're gonna put it on.
Especially in the sport of boxing. The Truth 3T, salute. Extraordinary Comic Junkies LLC, salute. Frank Sparty, salute. Black Satan, salute. Tim Chapman, salute. Chris John, salute. What's good? Yeah, Kurt. That's what Spider Murphy, salute. Cedric Vaughn, salute. I think that the Dapper Douglas, salute. Bradford Bursina, salute. The business of boxing, I think, gets overlooked. Alex Santos, salute. I think that we introduced 513, salute. It has nothing to do with Alex Santos, salute. It has nothing to do with Deontay Wilder. It has everything to do with them trying to go around Deontay Wilder. Andrew Shop Panik, salute. Introducing 513, salute. It has everything to do with them trying to go around Deontay Wilder. Roy Boy, Florida, salute. They want to make this fight in the UK create history for the first time in UK. The Fool, salute. King Ellis, salute. And they understand what Deontay, the challenge, and what he represents. At the very least, he has a puncher's chance. That's the very least. Right? At the very least, he has a puncher's chance. So do you want to run that risk? No, you don't. You want to create history. Then there's a weight lifted off of you. It's a sign of relief. Adrian Vett, Dre Clark, salute. Right? There's a sign of relief. And then, okay, bring Wilder back in. Now it doesn't matter what happens. Well, it still matters, but it doesn't, they would like to keep the belts. But at that point in time, it could change hands again. History was already made. They want to create history. And they'll do anything to allow history to be created. The brother said, where you get those waves from, Blue? Man, I always had them, man. Y'all just see me with my hat on or my do-rag on all the time. Andre Webb, salute. Smash the like button, man. We should have 700 likes. Smash that like button, get the likes to 700. Donate to the channel, support the grind. Smash the like button. 12 Bravo, salute. Yeah, I always had these. EHG the second, salute. Smash the like button, man. Get the likes. We should have 700 likes. Get the likes up to 700 right now. Let's get the likes up to 700. Smash the like button, donate, and support the channel, please. So anyway, Kurt, the business of the sport of boxing gets overlooked, in my opinion. Constantine, salute. It just gets overlooked. It's like, everything's made to be broken. Rules are made to be broken. Isn't that what they say, Kurt?
That's right. But like you said, Blue.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead, Kurt.
Like you said, Blue. There's loopholes you can get out of any contract.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when there's the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, but the rainbow's in England.
Right. 704 Joe, Elijah Hannon, salute. It's like this, Kurt. Canelo is trying. Listen, Floyd Mayweather got out of his contract with Bob Arum. Oscar De La Hoya got out of his contract with Bob Arum. Miguel Cotto got out of his contract with Bob Arum. Mikey Garcia got out of his contract with Bob Arum. Now, it took him a couple years, but he did it. Andre Ward got out of his contract. Canelo Alvarez is in the process of trying to get out of his contract. TJ Bob, salute. Right? So we can't Zone Do, salute. We can't act like these things are not possible. Steel City Luke, salute. We can't act like they're not possible. We have to do everything we in our power to prevent it from happening. Adari T, peace and blessings to you, Queen. My thing is this, right? Does anybody think that Fury mind's going to like the extra mile? He doesn't. He doesn't. He's already contacting fighters to fight on December 5th. Patron Dimitri, salute. Right, wrong, and indifferent. King Ellis, salute. Right, wrong, indifferent. So we understand. I told you guys, we understand that he don't want to fight Deontay Wilder in the trilogy match. And guess what? Nobody else wants that to happen either. That's involved in this Joshua Fury situation. They don't want to be with 666 likes is not enough. Smash the like button. Let's get the likes to 700. Get them likes up to 700. Boxing Idol, Craig Brooks, salute. Craig and Brooks, salute. So there is so much at stake with Joshua and Fury. People, take this into account. I want y'all to pay attention to this. I want y'all to take this into account. They have a 2-fight deal already scheduled for him and Joshua. They made this 2-fight deal months ago. Nitty G, salute. King Ellis, salute. I'm asking y'all to understand this. They have a 2-fight deal they made months ago. Completely acting like Deontay Wilder didn't exist in the equation. Acting like Kubrat Pulev didn't exist in the equation. And also acting like Alexander Usyk didn't exist in the equation. Sammy Devon, salute. Because Alexander Usyk is the WBO mandatory challenger for Anthony Joshua. My brother Nitty G in the building. What's good with you, Nitty? Right, Kurt? They act like Alexander Usyk is the mandatory challenge for the WBO. Kubrat Pulev is the IBF mandatory. This is all before they had anything set in stone with their mandatories, and they had a 2-fight deal already set in stone, as if Deontay Wilder didn't exist, as if Pulev and Alexander Usyk didn't exist. That tells you, that's an indicator, people. That's a huge indicator. Jay Cooley, my brother, saluting the super chat. He said, get them greens in blue. Salute to you, King. Where you been at, Jay Cooley? I ain't seen you in a month of days, King. Mass Murder, Mobile Gaming, salute. Daniel the Prophet, salute. Patron Dimitri, salute. Andrew S, salute. You see what I'm saying, Kurt? 2-fight deal as Alexander Usyk, Pulev, and Deontay didn't exist. They made this deal and they announced it to the world. That was an indicator that they was going to do, and they willing to do whatever they can to avoid these fights so they can make that fight.
Facts.
Who does that, Kurt? Imagine Floyd Mayweather having the rematch with let's say Pacquiao or Oscar De La Hoya, and him and Manny Pacquiao. Floyd had a rematch with Oscar De La Hoya set in place for a trilogy or a rematch, and he goes and do a 2-fight deal for Manny Pacquiao for the next year. There's something not right there.
The writing was on the wall. I seen it. Right. And like you said, it was announced to the world.
It was announced to the world, Kurt. They ain't even keep it behind the scenes. Marvin Rollins Jr., salute. Lee Hicks, salute. You understand what I'm saying, Kurt? It's like now is the time to start lifting up the couches, lifting up the pillowcases, looking in the closet. You guys, everything needs to be investigated at this point in time. If you Wilder, if you Alexander Usyk, and if you Pulev. Now's the time. You gotta lift up the couch. You gotta look everywhere. Something's not right here. Something's wrong here. How did he even start to negotiate? How could that be? Stars, salute. Dahlia Antoinette, peace and blessings to the queen. She said we got 684 likes. That is not enough. Get the likes up to 750, my peoples. Jerome Truitt, salute. That's something. Kurt, it's time to start lifting up the pillowcases. It's time to start looking underneath the couch and start to open up every closet. It's time to start investigating everything. Mailman Mike, salute. Because there's no way. And Kurt, think about this. This is what I'm saying. They haven't had an agreement with Wilder on where the fight was going to take place. Mr. T.Y., salute. They didn't have an agreement clearly where the fight and what the date was for Wilder trilogy. And Anthony Joshua didn't have a date or anything set for Pulev. But they were negotiating with each other behind the scenes with 2 guaranteed fights coming up. Jonathan Paul, salute.
The wheels started rolling on this fight long time ago when Joshua got his belt back, and I start putting two together. I said they're gonna wind up fighting. They're gonna wind up fighting, and that as it was, the wheels started turning faster and faster, and Wilder lost. That's all they needed. See, everything worked out for this situation with Joshua and Fury. If Wilder would have won, then everything would complexity would have changed everything. The situation would have been different.
And that's why I say nobody was eager. Allegedly, I'm gonna say this allegedly, right? Kagis Kajiso Hulangwani. Salute. Hope I said your name right. This is why there was no concern over Tyson Fury's gloves and allegedly and all of these things that was taking place. That's why. Blood Gang, salute. That's why, Kurt.
This is boxing politics 101. It's a dirty business. It's a dirty business. You can get away with anything in the sport of boxing. It's such a underhanded sport. All the other major sports leagues, they have a commission, federal. It's being policed. But in boxing, I was watching the Jesse James Leha and the Zuma Nelson fight years ago, and they announced Zuma Nelson as the winner. When the fighters was leaving the ring and going back to the locker room, they said, "Wait a minute, there was an error on the scorecards. It's a draw." I said, "What?" I seen it. Fixed fights, I seen it. I seen Mark Gastineau was a football player. He missed the guy by 2 feet, and the guy fell, and he scored the knockout. That's when he was trying to fight the old defensive end for the Jets. Yeah, Mark Gastineau. What else? I see the guy. Oh, go ahead.
No, Shakai Sumter, salute to you. Appreciate you. Go ahead, Kurt.
There was an old light heavyweight champion by the name of Harold Johnson. He was hungry before the fight. He was fighting a Latin fight. I forgot the name. One of the guy's friends heard about this, got a syringe, injected the orange with a drug to make you sleepy. Gave Harold Johnson the orange, and he ate it, and he still won the fight, but it was a real hard fight. He said that he was drugged. He didn't eat all the orange. They took it to the lab to get it tested, and it was a certain type of drug that will make you drowsy that the hospital used. That's a true story.
Can't make this stuff up, Kurt. Boxing Social Network, salute. You can't make this stuff up, Kurt. Can't make it up.
Nope. No, I mean, that's why boxing movies are so popular, because they read stuff that's real and they copy it and turn it into a movie.
Mm-hmm. Mark Fralin, salute. Alpha King, salute. TJ Bob, salute. Yeah, Kurt. It never ceases to amaze me. But because we love the sport, we'll overlook it. We act like that stuff never happened, Kurt. And so every time something else arises in the sport of boxing, this glove situation with Tyson Fury, it's like, man, that's not possible. Huh? Do you know what took? Like you just said, Kurt, look at the couple of things you just mentioned. But the first thing we'll say, man, that's not possible. What you mean it's not possible? Free speech, salute. We hear people, oh man, y'all talking about his water, y'all talking about Tyson Fury gloves, y'all talking about all these different things, man. Y'all making up excuses, huh?
This ain't nothing new. I've seen this for years. I'm going to the Bronx. My friend Jerry House, who I used to work with, he's giving a fight party. He said, "Come on over, Kirk, man. Cotto versus Margarito 1." I said, "Of course, I'll be there." Now I'm happy because I picked Margarito, and I told the Cotto fans that he's going to lose. He's going to get knocked out. I picked Margarito. After the fight, as everybody was saying, what a classic, as Margarito was raising his hands, I see red dye on his hand wraps. And my smile turned to a frown, because I already knew. I said, oh, man. And Jerry said, "What's wrong?" I said, "He cheated." Jerry said, "What are you talking about?" I said, "He cheated." I said, "Look at his hands wrap, that red dot. He had like a big old red spot on his hand wraps."
Knuckles, yep.
I said, "It's going to come out." And it came out. And he said, "You was right on it." I said, "Yeah." I said, "That's not normal." I seen Luis Resto get the pattern removed out his gloves when he fought that poor Irish fighter, Billy Collins. And Billy Collins couldn't fight again because he had severe eye damage. He took his car and crashed into a ditch. They say it was an accident, but it wasn't. He did it on purpose because he couldn't live with the fact he couldn't fight again.
Mm-hmm. Nightwing Kid 10, salute. Yep.
I seen the blue. Aaron Pryor is not the only one who drunk out of a black bottle when he fought Alexis Arguello.
Mm-hmm.
Leon Spinks had that same, well, not the same bottle, but a black bottle when he fought Muhammad Ali. He was fighting the 15 round like it was the first round.
A 15-round fight. D-Lo 4-4 boxing and the Super Chat Commission didn't catch Margarito. Folks ignore that. That's a fact. They didn't catch, but listen, they didn't catch Kurt. They didn't catch Margarito none of the times. That was brother Nazim Richardson. If he didn't do it, then we don't talk with real rap. Salute. If Nazim Richardson didn't catch it, then we wouldn't even be talking about this, Kurt.
Margarito been doing that for a long time.
Yeah.
Long time. I remember he fought a guy named Sebastian Lujan. The dude ear was hanging off his head. If you think I'm lying, dig up the fight on YouTube. Antonio Margarito versus Sebastian Lujan. His ear was hanging like a horror movie.
John Mitchell, salute. Hey, Renee, Stormy, and Keon, I sent y'all the link. Check your emails. Chef Boy LD, salute. DeAndre Carey, salute. John Mitchell, salute. Yeah, Kurt. Like, and the thing that gets me is people be like, well, why? No, that's not possible. Huh? This is the thing that gets me. The Boxing Opinion, salute. The thing that gets me, salute, smash the like button, support the channel, support the grind. Donate to the channel, support the grind. People, donate to the channel, drop a dollar in the super chat, support the grind, and smash the like button. Let's get the likes up to 750. My brother Johnny Player, salute. MEZBX, Bronx on deck, salute. Smash the like button. Get the likes up to let's get the likes to 800, please. Get the likes up to 800. Keith Johnson, gift man, salute. Kurt, this is what gets me, Kurt. When you have professional boxers, ex-professional boxers, journalists, historians like yourself, Kurt. You guys participating in the sport. You trainers, you referees, or you journalists, or history. How could you say this is not possible? Jeremy 2684, salute. That's what gets me, Kurt. When they say stuff like, man, that's not possible. What do you mean it's not possible? Oh, you just making excuses. What are you talking about? When Miguel Cotto said that, everybody said, oh, man, Miguel Cotto's just being a diva, man. He just mad because he lost. He being a sore loser. Well, it proved to be true. So was he being a sore loser? D-Lo 404 boxing and super chat once again. Look at the second half of Williams versus Margarito. Facts.
This been going on a long time. I'm gonna tell you, Jack Dempsey had loaded gloves as well. When he beat that was the worst whooping I've seen in the boxing ring. Jack Dempsey and his manager had a bet that he would knock out Willard in the first round. And every time they hit Willard, they broke something. He had multiple broken ribs, teeth knocked out, eyes closed. I mean, he beat him to a pulp. And later on, Jack Dempsey manager, disgruntled manager, said that, yeah, he had loaded hand wraps. That's fact.
It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. And if you look at it, look at this scenario. And again, this is all alleged. MJ's total health and wellness enrichment. Salute. This is just my opinion, based off of the things that I see. It's just all alleged. So what I'm saying, Kurt, is this: 1 + 1 = 2. We understand what they want. They want Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua. People act like they didn't see that left glove flapping around in the first fight. How could you be a professional in the sport of boxing? How could you be a journalist or a historian, a trainer, anything in the sport of boxing, look at Tyson Fury left glove in the first fight and say there's nothing wrong with that. Michael James 616 saluting the super chat. I think Madonna used his gloves on Broner first. Oh, for sure. For sure.
Blue, we sitting here and talk about all the tricks that fighters use. Yes.
Dodge 172 is challenging you. Said that Dempsey story is not true.
It's very true. It's very true. I knew that when I was 8 years old. But see, Dempsey fans always try to come to his rescue. He's also a draft dodger, taking a picture, and he had on shiny shoes. He forgot to cover his shoes, and he got, killed for that. But he was such a beloved figure. And Sonny Liston wanted to punch Dempsey in the face because Dempsey told Sonny Liston that he shouldn't have a chance to fight for the heavyweight title because it's tied to organized crime. And Liston told him to shut up. You shouldn't be immortalized because you was a draft dodger. And this is the same Jack Dempsey who hated Joe Louis so much. He was giving Max Schmeling tips on how to beat Joe Louis. And Joe Louis is supposed to be in this great America. You think I'm lying? Whoever you are, don't challenge me. You're going to lose. That story is true. Because they don't want their fighters. Now, Dempsey, is a certain boxing website that's on Facebook. And it always have these mythical matchups. Every time Dempsey's name is mentioned, they say he'll beat Tyson, he'll beat Joe Louis, he would have beat Jack Johnson. Well, Jack Dempsey didn't want no smoke with black fighters. He only used them as sparring partners, like Big Bill Tate. You think I'm lying? That's fact. Jack Dempsey wanted no smoke with the first wave of black murderers row. Sam McVeigh, Sam Langford, Joe Jeanette. He didn't want no smoke with them. So I'm not lying. That's their hero, and they feel some kind of way about Jack Dempsey, just like the Mike Tyson fans feel about, no, Holyfield didn't beat him. That wasn't the same Mike that we know. Yes, it was.
The rated scholar, salute. Easy work said Fury didn't cheat. Of course he didn't in your eyes. Savell Solomon, salute. Smash the like button, man. Let's get the likes up to 800. Get the likes up to 800. The brothers in the building. Stormy B, man. What's good with you, Stormy?
What's going on, Blue? How you doing, Kurt? Glad to be here with you guys, man. And this is a great discussion you're having right now.
So, salute to you, Stormy.
Yes, sir. Yes. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right.
You can hear him, Kurt?
I can hear him loud and clear, Stormy.
What's going on, man? Hey, this is a great discussion, man. And for those people out there, I just want to say, one thing Kurt won't do is try to talk crap. Everything he says, he could back up. So if it's somebody out there who's got their britches in a bunch, just do your own research, okay? Don't try to come on here and think you're going to embarrass somebody or something, because the man knows what he's talking about. He's well-versed in the history of the sport. And if some of you were diligent enough to research and look things up for yourself, you'll feel more better that when you sit here and listen, that you can affirm and attest to things because you have looked into it for yourself. Just try that for once instead of running off at the off the mouth and typing in the chat like that.
Yeah, thanks, Stormy. Whoever said that, listen, man, I'm not going to make up something that's not true, because I'm for the fighter, no matter who it is. If he didn't fight certain fighters with melanated skin, I'm still for him. He's part of boxing history. I knew this when I was a kid. I knew this when I was like 8, 9 years old. For whoever said that, my father, Calvin Lee from Virginia, he used to go to the library. At that time, library was very important in the community because he would get books that you would never see again, and they had certain type of facts in them. You know, Scrapbook still has many books. Certain people who knows the history of the sport knows what I'm talking about. And I used to read those books. His manager said in his own, in his own words. I mean, I can tell you what Roberto Duran did to Davey Moore. My father was right there. He thumbed Moore because Moore was a young fighter, and then he went to his body. And if you look at Duran and Hagler, Hagler stuck out his glove to the referee in the 7th round, and he was telling the referee, "Look out, he's trying to thumb me." Talk about Duran. There's many stories that fighters, Margarito, that's fact. I guess I'm lying about that too, but this ain't nothing new boxing. This is the history. I told you about the orange that was injected with drugs through a syringe. So it's what I'm saying is true.
Hey, Stormy B, Renee. Okay, no problem, Renee. He said I got something to do. Salute to my brother Renee Boxion. Salute to you, King. Go subscribe to Renee Boxion. Yeah. So Stormy, what you think about this whole situation with Tyson Fury trying to get out, doing his best to get away from this Wilder trilogy match?
Man, I think it's really bad on the behalf of Fury to behave in the manner of which he did when Wilder was the man who helped lift him up and dust him off from the depths of where he was with his own demons and whatnot. I always felt that something funny was going to happen after the first fight commenced because, the first fight was worthy of a rematch, but just knowing Fury's history and exactly what went down with Vladimir Klitschko, I was concerned going into that. And then my concerns were founded in his actions of how he walked away from the table of the deal they had and went and signed with a different promoter and everything and took those other fights and whatnot. Wilder at that point could have said, "Hey, screw this. I'm going to go, in a different direction." But he still manned up and said, "Hey, I'll be right here when you get back," Mm-hmm. And then to see everything that transpired on the night of that rematch, there just seemed to be something that wasn't right. Now, Wilder did lose the fight, but you cannot tell me now, hindsight being 2020, that the cards and deck was stacked in a manner of which he wasn't supposed to win that. He was supposed to, be pushed to the side by all the elements and forces that were working against him. And you can actually see it now in the behavior of those who have celebrated Fury's victory on paper, but not acknowledge what really happened. And then I heard you guys earlier while I was driving, and you talked about Max Kellerman saying stuff like, "Oh, there's no need for a rematch or a third fight." Mm-hmm. And I'm like, when people are irresponsible like he is, being a media figurehead, and folks hear that, they'll take the mantle up of that statement and repeat it, and it'll become their thoughts, even though it's not their thoughts. It's just a man with a microphone who's in front of cameras and can be influential, and he says something like that. In boxing, when we've had fights go different ways and the people have fought more than one time, rematches and trilogies are a part of the history of the sport, because a guy could have shown up on the night and didn't have it, got motivated and rededicated and come back because he wants to prove to himself or to the opponent that I am better than what you faced last time. So that's what rematches and trilogies bring to the table. And usually each outcome is different. It could still be one guy, having 2 victories out of the 3, but usually it happens in a manner of which you could not have dreamt when it was originally signed that they fight the first go round. So when you have people being irresponsible and saying things like that, we would not have enjoyed such an enriched history of the sport if people really felt like what he said when he said such ridiculous matters, that a third fight isn't necessary. Deontay Wilder doesn't deserve a chance to be able to come back and show that he can be better than his last outing against the man who defeated him. I mean, what would have happened if Ali never got a chance to come back and fight Frazier? Huh? What would have happened if Holyfield and Bo never came back for more than 1 or 2 times? So it's like, this is really something that, you know, you guys are on point here when you say these things, and I support it 100%.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a great analogy, because Riddick Bowe clearly dominated Evander Holyfield first fight. He dominated him. So, like you said, if they didn't give him a rematch, what would have come of that, right? Imagine Holyfield and Lennox Lewis fought to a draw, right? The first fight, and they fought a rematch. So it's similar to, you know, like, why wouldn't he get his opportunity? That's the only loss on his record. That's the only blemish on his resume. And there's an asterisk by it, right? Because of all the things that took place in the fight that everybody just loves to dismiss. Smash the like button. Let's get the likes to 800. Smash the like button, people. Everything that gets dismissed in this fight is utterly ridiculous, in my opinion. We understand these things take place in the sport of boxing, but how do we just dismiss that glove? Both of the gloves. How do you dismiss the injury that Deontay Wilder suffered from a guy that's never been known to pack this punch? Granted, he did get big. You know, he's a big guy, 6'9", 275. Yo, daddy, oh, salute. Right? Noble Life, Noble Mind, 94, salute. 7 cents, salute. Right? So we understand, LeVar Cooper, salute. We understand that he's a very, very big guy. But at the end of the day, he's never inflicted that type of injuries on anybody. Deontay Wilder has never dented in somebody's the side of their head. But we're just going to dismiss this when we have the proof. We see the proof. We see the gloves. And it's not the first time. We understand there's a rich history of things taking place in the sport. Just look at Dillian White, Alexander Povetkin fight, right? It's not a coincidence that right before that fight, Justin McCoy, salute. It's not a coincidence right before that fight that Alexander team, Povetkin team, remember they got into that whole scuffle when they was trying on the gloves, and he was like, no, we want to make sure Dillian White don't manipulate the gloves, and Dillian White got upset. Oh man, you just talking rubbish right now. What are you talking about? That's just rubbish, man. What are you talking about? Nobody's manipulating gloves. Oh, stop it, man. Stop saying that stuff. Where you getting that from? So he said, no, I want to make sure these gloves are these gloves. Why? Why would he say such a thing if these things don't exist in the sport? Why is the boxing commission even looking over gloves? Why do they have to sign gloves? There's a reason that comes into play. Johnny Player, my brother in the super chat, he said, please stop blocking people because they have their own opinions are different. It makes a wag debate. Yeah, fact. Stop blocking people, man. Unless they being truly, disrespectful, don't block them. Mississippi King, salute. Mix the 6-7, salute. So what do you think about that, Stormy? Because me and Kurt was talking about that. You know, the history of things being manipulated within the sport of boxing.
Well, again, manipulations always happen, especially from the people who have the leverage. What we have to really realize in this instance is that Wilder was just too nice of a man as far as his heart as a person. You know, if he had been a little more selfish, maybe situations couldn't have worked this way for him, because if he weren't trying to give somebody a chance and an opportunity or whatever like that, and he made people have to try to come to his door or something like that, he had been in a different position. But I still can't get over the fact that, as I stated a moment ago, he was the one that reached in the garbage and pulled Fury up and dusted him off and said, hey, we can make you a fighter again. We'll give you a chance. And then this is how he's, this is how he's thanked for doing that. And don't forget this. There's still the dynamic of nationality that's an underlying factor here, and that Wilder coming up the way he didn't come up the average way. He came to the sport later in life. He didn't go through the ritualistic means that they has indoctrinated throughout the sport to become a good amateur, and you go through that and you do this and then you become a professional and you progress like this. He was a person that was trying to feed his family, and he found out that he had gifts and he was able to have success. Now, yes, he may have been a little more crude than some people that we have seen throughout the history of the sport, but you can't take away the merits of what he's done and his accomplishments, where other people who have worked twice as hard as him never even got to that point where he got. So there's some respect that is due to man. But because of this nationality thing, what happens is, because he was defeated and he happened to be defeated by someone from somewhere else, people throw their allegiance and support behind that. And there's manipulations in that, because now they're trying to say he doesn't deserve a rematch. But who else in the past 10 years outside of Vladimir Klitschko had had 10 title defenses and ruled for 5 years, or if not longer, and had the success and delivered the excitement like he did? And everyone else is doing other things, cheating and doping and all of this other stuff. But this man was clean and he was doing it the right way. So there's something to be said. But you know what? We're seeing it every day throughout our society. The pandemic circumstances and the pressures that we're seeing through socially, it's like you could see where someone just doesn't want to respect who we are. And I'll try to say it as clean as I can, who we are. And they don't want to respect that. But jewels always shine through when coals are put under pressure.
Perfectly said, man. Smash the like button. Let's get the likes up. How many likes we got? We should have going on 900 likes. Smash the like button. Let's get the likes to 900. Donate $1 to the super chat. Support the channel. Support the grind. Refresh the super chat. Black Star Sports TV. Salute. 777 likes is not enough. Get the likes all the way up. Let's get the likes up to 900. Smash the like button. Get the likes up. Let's get the likes all the way up to 900. Smash the like button and donate to the channel. Refresh the super chat. We already know what they do. Harvey Hado, salute. Yeah, so yeah, man. Do you think because me and Kurt, we were talking about this already. So with the contract, and loopholes, me and Kurt was already saying there's loopholes in everything. What's the possibilities in your opinion, Stormy, being a historian in the sport of boxing like Kurt said there's definitely loopholes in this, and there's definitely ways for him to to wiggle out and wiggle around it. And there's so much on the line, so much at stake that it'll be allowed. So what's your take on that, Stormy?
Listen, if both parties wanted to make the match could happen. I've heard these dates that have been thrown around, December 5th, December 19th, whatever the case. Listen, I remember it wasn't very long ago when they were having pay-per-view matches on weeknights. Okay, so you don't have to go up against college football or the NFL or something like that. There have been pay-per-view fights on Monday nights, Tuesday nights, Thursday nights. You know what I'm saying? They have happened, and it was nothing else going up against those matches. And Kurt could tell you that because he knows dates better than I do. But when you talk about the loopholes, if certain ducks that they're trying to put in a row don't really align, they can always come back to this situation, you see. But what I don't like is how they're doing Wilder. And as Kurt stated earlier, they treated him like that, unloved stepchild. And it's wrong because he brings a following, not just his ability in the game, but he brings a following because he delivers excitement when he fights. So it's not like he doesn't have box office appeal. If they wanted to make this fight on a Tuesday night pay-per-view, who is not going to show up for it? Who is not going to tune in to watch it? We all would, that. And this is where you could see the deception that's behind the scenes, because they can make these deals, they can make it happen. But I do believe that the guilt factor that is in the camp of Fury is what's really they're trying to find a means of avoiding this. And if the Wilder camp allows it to go through, they will walk, and that's what it'll be. But I do also feel that, and I kind of talked to Kurt about this in the past, that one of the problems through this whole thing is Wilder's complete silence to the entire public has kind of like come back to haunt him a bit. As the world champ that had reigned for the duration that he did, he should have still come out and had a couple of interviews and social sessions for his fans and for his supporters to feel like, you know, okay, the champ is there, he's going to come back or whatever, because that's what you do. And we're accustomed to seeing that because we have seen prominent figures in the past do so. Even those who have had much more of a magnanimous appeal than he has. He's a relatively quiet guy, but there's still nothing wrong with coming out there, letting your face be seen, letting your voice be heard, that you're still a man to be reckoned with, and you will be returning. But this obscure silence and everything has kind of worked against him. And I can understand why he want to be silent. But there's a duty that you also have as a man to let people know that they still got to deal with you as a man.
Mm-hmm. Well, what you think, Kurt?
Well, just before I go on, the Ali and Frazier first fight, March 8, 1971, that was on a Monday night. So Stormy's right. That was on a Monday night, a work night, you know, school night, Monday night.
Ali Frazier one was on a Monday night?
Yep. Yes, it was Monday night.
Wow.
You know,
I didn't even know that.
Yep. Talking about Wilder, man. You know, you know, Wilder, like Stormy said, Wilder, you know, gives Fury a chance to redeem himself, and people don't talk about that. You know, picked him up, dust him off. You know, and it was a good fight. And I enjoyed it because Wilder understands to make these fights, no matter who wins in the ring, the sport, you got to look at the bigger picture. The sport of boxing wins. We as fans win. We're going to win Saturday night as well. And that's what it's all about. You know, the greatest fighters have lost, come back. When Hearns got knocked out by Hagler, he said, I shall return. You know, just like General MacArthur said, I shall return, or whatever. And Wilder is quiet. Me, I would have said something when Ali lost to Frazier and he had that swollen jaw, and he was like, you know, I'll get him next time. And he was like, Frazier said, you don't want to fight him no more. And Ali was saying, oh, how wrong he is. Wilder, and something else I'm going to say what Stormy said, he's too nice. I like the fighter to be vocal, but that's not everybody's personality. You know, Wilder's a family man. You know, I mean, you can't tell the way he fights in the ring. It's two different type of personality, two different types of people. You know, he's like Jekyll and Hyde. You know, he's a family man. You know, you can see him, you know, caressing his kid. You know, he's from Alabama, so his lifestyle is not the one who's party, who's loud and everything. That says a lot. The worst thing, like I said, with him losing to Fury, and Fury is looking at him and bypassing him, and he's not top priority anymore. And I'm just afraid that Wilder's going to be left out in the cold, and it just doesn't look right. Fury and Joshua fighting the same month in December, because they setting up something. This been, like I said, this been going on for a minute. This was in the workings for a while. It's not some Johnny come lately type of thing. And it just broke right for the situation that happened. But Fury had to beat Wilder in the rematch, and he won emphatically. And so that was the last hurdle. That clears the way of what they've been wanting it to happen, and that's the All England, all British for the heavyweight championship. Joshua. It's not like Lennox Lewis because they never respected Lennox Lewis. They didn't see him as a true Brit because when he fought Frank Bruno, remember when Frank Bruno had on his trunks and his robe? True Brit. So he used it against Lewis. This right here, Joshua True Brit versus Fury True Brit. So the fight is a natural, and Wilder, I don't know what he's going to do, man. That's a $40 million fight. A $40 million payday he's losing out on, and somebody dropped the ball, man. I mean, I'm kind of know who, but I ain't gonna put it out there. But Wilder need to be treated better because 32 straight knockouts, he's in the record books, along with Rafael Gomez, and all the knockouts, the highlight reel knockouts with Spilka. That's one of my favorites, and of course Brazil. And a fighter of that caliber, you think will be treated with royalty, but it's not. But Fury, what is, I mean, his checker pass, coke, and I don't know what else he did, but he seems to beat it. It's just weird how certain fighters can do things, and they get chastised and ridiculed for it, and other fighters, test for steroids and tainted meat and all that, and nothing happens.
Mm-hmm. Salute to Anwar Willis in the super chat. It says shout out to Blue Blood Sports TV. Peace and blessings. Salute to you, King. Peace and blessings to you. Sherman Bray, my brother, salute in the super chat. He said, Blue Blood, how about you do a live recap to prove some of the things you say, because people need glasses in here. LOL. No, they don't need glasses, man. Kieran Alexis, salute. And Ham, salute. They just you can't unsee the truth. They just refuse to acknowledge it. That's all that is. Damien, salute. Salute to my brother Jupiter B in the super chat. Wilder silence is driving up his value, supply and demand. He drew back the supply and created higher demand. Next person he blessed with an interview will get a record traffic. Smart, no matter who like it. Yeah, man. Man, it's just hopefully it comes to fruition. Wilder still's under the belief that this fight is going to take place in February. Tyson Fury saying he's fighting December 5th. So within the next week or so, or 2 weeks, we're going to get a conclusion to this. Because if Tyson Fury is fighting in December and he's moving past it, like he says, December 5th is what? 6 weeks away? Right?
Let me see. 4. Yeah, about 6 weeks away.
About 6 weeks away. So that means he got to make an announcement for his next fight, December 5th. His next opponent got to be at least next week, right? Next week or the week after. Can't be no longer than that. Right?
Yeah, the closer we get to that date, the lesser the opponent will be. Right.
And, Michael Hunter today took to social media and he said that he'll fight him for free if they give him the opportunity. Efe Ajagba is campaigning for the position. Walter Mitty, salute. So, like I said, if Fury is we're gonna get a conclusion, we're gonna get an answer one way or another within the next week or so, right? Because if Fury gonna have to announce his fight and his next opponent in press conferences, right? That's gonna start to build. And another thing is, he's saying he's gonna fight in the UK, and from my understanding, the UK is closing back up. They shelling back up. I saw articles. I saw people sending me stuff. The UK is closing back up. So, December 5th, more than likely it'll be closed by December 5th. If they already started right now, restrictions and things of that nature. So either which way, we're going to get Signs of the Times TV HQ, salute. Legendary, salute. We're going to get an answer. Martin Hopkins, salute. We're going to get an answer. Bunny BA, salute. We're going to get an answer one way or another. Soon, very soon. And I'm sure, if he tries to press forward, and Wilder's going to fight it, as he should. Because it's clearly a ploy to maneuver around him, because like we all agree upon on this panel, there's a lot of money at stake in the UK. Smash the like button. We should have 900 likes. I'm sure we probably have 802 likes, because if I don't say smash the like button, everybody forgets. Marvin Banks, salute. Kieran and Lexus, salute. Smash the like button. Let's get the likes to 900. Smash the like button. Free speech, salute. So, you know, we got Joshua and Pulev. And another thing is, we have, it's no coincidence that they're trying to set up the fight, right? This is why, here's why he don't want to wait till February. Because if he waits till February, then the scheduled date for him to fight Joshua in May can't happen. It can't happen. Even if he was to somehow beat Deontay Wilder in the trilogy in February, he still couldn't fight Joshua in May. That can't happen. So it's no coincidence that he wants to fight December 5th and Joshua is fighting a week later, December 12th. And they're scheduled to fight each other in May. That gives both of them January, February, March, April. That gives 4 months to build that fight. It gives them 4 months to build the fight. That's about right? That's about on schedule. So it's no wonder that they're trying to wiggle around him. Right? That's about JC, salute. That's on schedule. You know? And they're just overlooking. And I'm confused what Alexander Usyk is going to do. Because he's the WBO mandatory. So is he going to wait until 2022? Because clearly they have a 2-fight deal. They have a 2-fight deal. So he's going to have to wait till 2022. So who's he going to fight in the meantime? See, there's so many so many pieces that need to fall in place. First, Joshua got to get past Pulev. I'm expecting him to get past Pulev because Pulev is very, very slow and predictable, in my opinion. But we never know in the sport of boxing. We never know in the sport of boxing. What you think about it, Stormy? You still there, Stormy? Stormy, you on mute, bro.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that, bro. It's so hard to come off of mute sometimes. It's like ridiculous. What was your question again, Blue? I'm sorry.
No, I was saying there's so many different moving pieces. Alexander Usyk is the WBO mandatory challenger. He's going to have to wait to 2022 if everything goes scheduled how Fury and Joshua want it. And also Kubrat Pulev, he's being overlooked. You know, there's so many different moving parts. If Alexander Usyk is the mandatory challenger for the WBO, then what takes place? He's going to wait to 2022 because he's clearly not interested in waiting to 2022. So
I don't understand these guys of today, man. I really don't. I was just recently talking with Mike Weaver, former heavyweight champion of the world, and I was marveling at a stretch of his career where he had fought the likes of James Quick Tillis, Bone Crusher Smith, Razor Ruddock, like back to back.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? As a contender, he was a former champion, but he was out there fighting. And this is the thing. That's why his name is still something from the sport, even though he, you know, is probably one of the few champions that has as many losses on his record as he had. But he was also one of those fighters that was a student learning on the job. You know what I mean? And what better place to learn sometimes is in that ring. And they came up a different way. That a loss meant you go back to the drawing board and you kind of learn to overcome what your shortcomings were. These guys today, they want to sit around and hope a bone falls their way. They don't even want to be tossed a bone. They kind of just like jackals. You know, jackals, they don't go in and hunt to kill and stuff. They hope for someone else to do the dirty work, and then they can come and steal a meal, you know, and that's what these guys are fighting like today. And it's not just the heavyweights, it's across the board in boxing. When you hear me talking about these guys and how they don't measure up I'm not saying it just to come across like I'm being condemning. I'm saying how the paradigm has shifted, because fighters were respected at one time. How much respect do you have for these men who kind of sit around and, like I said, wait for a bone to fall, and then here they come? You know, Usyk, since moving up to heavyweight, he fought a questionable fight against Witherspoon and hasn't really done anything else. And why? Because maybe he's not that good, but how do you get better? You don't get better just in the gym. You have to be out there competing. And then when you compete, you actually find out how badly you really want this, especially when you're going in there with tigers who may be a little bit starved themselves. You see, it's ridiculous to see these men just sitting around waiting and everything and not going out competing. How many of the guys that are in the top 10, you can even stretch it to the top 15 in the heavyweight division, how many of them have fought one another?
Mm-hmm. Only Wilder's fighting them.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. But in the meantime, if the champs aren't fighting or defending, right, what are the other guys doing?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's what I was saying. Why isn't Luis Ortiz getting his opportunity? Why isn't he fighting Joseph Parker or Alexander Usyk?
Exactly. And they may beat him. You never know. But you have to see the fights, right, to take place to see what really happens. Mm-hmm. But remember, any person that, and this is a metaphor for life, any person that wants to try to put themselves in a place where they can be secure are in a position to lose that security. Mm-hmm. Because you always have to have your head on a swivel in life. Mm-hmm. Not doing so just sets you up as food and the kill. You know, so it's like if you don't gather yourself in that manner, how many of these guys, I mean, really look at their ages. Primes are passing people by. Do you know how old Joshua was when he first got that IBF title from Martin? Didn't they say he was like 24, about to turn 25?
Yeah, I thought he was 23, turning 24.
Well, even better. If he was 23, turning 24, he's 30 now. Mm-hmm. What has he really done? He's lost, and even lost to a guy that on paper they thought that he shouldn't lose to, right?
Mm-hmm. Wasn't even in the top 10.
Exactly. And he hasn't progressed since he originally won that belt. How can you really say he really has progressed? Oh, he's getting better and better and better. No, he's had a fight where they saved him against Takam. He had a fight where they wouldn't let Parker fight him on the inside. You know, he fought an older, aging fighter in Povetkin. I mean, really, is this your champion? You see what I'm saying here? It's like these guys would be behooved to go out there and try to get it done in the ring. You take your lumps. That's what the sport is about. Mm-hmm. Again, if these guys really studied the history, they should be ashamed of themselves when they look in the mirror. Because there are really jaded images of what warriors are. They are. And it's hard to respect that. I know I may sound a little harsh on that, but it's not, because this is the hurt business, you know, and you're sitting around thinking you're going to have it easy. There's always, and a guy told me this a long time ago. We were in the gym talking. He's like, man, there's always somebody in the gym hitting on a bag that's going to have that guy number right there. And he was right. And guess who he was talking about at the time? He was talking about Mike Tyson. When Mike Tyson was running around giving the interview saying, I'm the baddest man on the planet. That's when my brother told me that. He said, hey, there's always a guy in the gym beating on a bag, waiting, and got that guy's number right there. And then guess who it turned out to be? Buster Douglas.
Wow. Mm-hmm. Yep. What you think, Kurt?
Well, you know, we have a plethora of fights that's pretty good, but I'm partial to the old fighters, not only because they was better, but their careers, they did a lot early age. Mike Tyson was undisputed champion at the age of 21. Muhammad Ali was champion at an early age, early 20s. along with Floyd Patterson. Tommy Hearns and Sugar Ray Leonard. Tommy Hearns was in super fights. He was only 22 years old. Leonard didn't have a long career. He only had 40 fights. He retired like a million times. His prime years was 79 to 82 when you break down his career. But they was in so many big fights and super fights, I should say, that you wouldn't think it. You know, when you think about Leonard's career, you'd be like, yeah, that's right. He kept retiring, and he had a detached retina, but he made such an impact on the sport because he took advantage of a career at an early age. And that's what those great fighters did. You know, I mean, you have fighters now, you know, you wait till they 32, 33. You know, Crawford and Spence, they should have fought. They should have been working on a rematch. They should have been working on a rematch. What's Crawford, what, 32, 33 now?
33.
And Lomachenko's 32, I believe. He's got a big fight Saturday. You know, they call the guy great, and he's 14-1. Give me a break with that propaganda, Vasily Lomachenko garbage that ESPN be spewing. I've seen fighters like Floyd and Purnell and Aaron Pryor and Manny Pacquiao, Roberto Duran, and you calling this guy an all-time great, and he's 14-1. 14-1. You know,
lost to a journeyman.
Exactly. You know, you got fighters like Henry Armstrong who went 27-0 with 26 knockouts. You know, and it's just, I mean, I don't know about these fighters. You know, I try to stick with them. I do, and I like a lot of these guys. I like what's the Mexican fighter, Julio Cesar Martinez, who will be fighting next Friday. He reminds me of a throwback fighter. Navarrete is another one. You know, those guys give it their all, but there's certain guys that they just wait too long. And I like the fights because I don't want to sound like I'm sour grapes. But what boxing needs now is a super fight. Now, Fury and Joshua will be fighting in May. That's a super fight. But we need a super fight over here like Crawford and Spence. They need to make that fight ASAP. That's the problem right there. We have a lot of good fights, but we need a super fight.
Yep. Well, let's get on out of here, fellas. It's almost 7 o'clock. Stormy, any last words to close us out? Is Stormy, you free tomorrow?
Yes, I am. I am free tomorrow. So if you'd like to have me back, I'd love to be here.
Yeah, I want to have you guys back because I want to it's the weigh-in is tomorrow, and then I want you guys to give your breakdown and prediction.
Okay, sounds good. My final thoughts are thanks for having me, first of all, and salute to everybody that's out there in the chat. I really I enjoy talking, you know, the sport up with guys like yourself, man. And let me just say this, because sometimes if a person doesn't know me, they don't know from what angle I come from. I have a coach's mentality because I've worked as a coach in the gyms here in Chicago, but at the same time, there's a certain level of respect I have for the sport and for men who have really laid it on the line. And I really have it in for slackers. You know, I do. And there's a lot of slackers out here in the sport currently, but that's not always their fault. It's usually about, you know, my gym, my rules type things. And if guys are coming up with poor teaching, and I've talked about that as well, because you have to have a certain standard and quality. That's where you begin. And you start to set goals, and you have barometers that you want to reach, goals that are just out of reach that you have to try to reach to attain. And even when you reach that plateau, you have something beyond that. Sometimes we see a lot of contentment in the sport right now. And even it trickles over into the fans. And, you know, fans now can actually fight the battles for the fighters in a sense of like, they don't want their favorite guy to lose and stuff like that. Losses are a part of life. You lose every day. You know what I mean? Each day on your calendar, do you realize it's a number that's limited? You just don't know what the end is. But at the same time, if you embrace the understanding of what it means to see a new day, then you can make the most of each day. And see, that's the type of philosophy that you have to put into the fighters when they have to understand that, hey, man, each time you step on those rungs to go up into that ring, it could be your last time. So you want to make sure that you do it with spirit. You want to do it with excitement. You want to put it out there that you are making your name be known and what you're doing or whatever. So that's what that's about. But I really appreciate you having me on. I could go on with that kind of talk, but so much respect for you, what you're doing here, Blue, on your channel, and salute to Kurt. Hope to see you later this evening, Kurt. And thanks again. And I'll love to come back tomorrow.
Absolutely. Salute to my brother Star City J in the super chat. He said, great show. Salute to y'all, man. Smash the like button. Get the likes to 900. How many likes we got? We should have 900. Go ahead, Kurt. Close us out.
I'm just happy, man, that we got this LDBC thing popping. We have monopolized boxing, man. Nobody gets past us. We have A-list fighters and promoters on, not only our channel, Blue Blood, but, shout out to Fanon and Best Fight the Best and KQ, KC. And, we cover the whole gamut, and, special shout to the chat, because you guys are the nucleus. You guys support us in the super chat and your knowledge. Just because I may know the history of the sport, I still listen. I'm still learning, because you never stop learning when you talk about boxing because of the rich culture, and I get my breakdown tomorrow. This is one of the hardest fights to break down in a long time, and I'm having trouble studying these guys, not studying them, but because I can see both winning. But we'll talk about that tomorrow. Great job, Blue Blood. Stormy, thank you for jumping on, man. We got a show later, 3 Wise Men of Boxing at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I'm humbled, man. I'm glad I'm a part of something that's really big, and life is great when you can enjoy your passions in abundance. But one thing, Blue, sorry for your man for the 49ers. He was a great pass rusher. He died of COVID-19. That's Fred Dean for the San Francisco 49ers.
Oh, wow.
He had passed away. Great football player. But, thank you, everybody, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hey, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notification. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, or one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to New Media. Shout out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all we got for y'all. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.